Hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther Jr. And now, introducing to the mic on this internationally fun trip around the world, the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, Joe?
Not too much, man. This week's gonna be a big week for us, big guy.
Yeah,
Big
remember,
week.
July 17th, remember, everybody, is
Yes.
New York is officially back open. 2 wrestling shows the same day, 1:30, 7:30. So
Yes.
you got to be there, buy your tickets. Remember.
NYWC, baby. Our favorite place to talk about on this podcast. Come on, Pro Wrestling, NYWC. And Victory Pro Wrestling.
Hey, how's it going, Riley? What's
up?
Riley
Measures is the first one. You were the first one to the party, Riley. You're like
we're trying to introduce our guest here. What the heck, man?
Riley, no. Okay, here we go, Geeky.
All right.
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Skills the Great.
Skrilla the Great. Yeah. What's up?
What's going on, dude?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Another day, man. Blessed, very blessed.
Yeah. Actually, we have a wrestler that's in the chat is from London, England.
Nice.
Yeah.
Riley Measures.
I feel kind of bad. bad. Our last guest kind of insulted him the last time. So
oh my God. He like ripped threads.
Yeah.
So really? What happened? Tell me, please.
You gotta watch the podcast to find out.
Okay, there you go.
It's up.
That's
the happy birthday happy birthday episode for the Geek. Yeah. You missed it. Geek's birthday was a few days ago. He had some fun.
Yeah, we had some party guests.
We were gonna invite him. We didn't know. Like, we don't know if he'll come twice. Like, he'll be here for another day. We didn't know. We're like, I don't know. Like, now we know. We just spoke to you before the show. We know you're chill. You're right. Like, you chill,
man. chill, like 1,000 vents, man.
Man, chill.
How's everybody been, man? Y'all enjoy? Hey, my boy, White Mike. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Mike? Welcome to the Ringside crew. So
good people, and that's I just started coming out to a song. He actually has a song called Greatness, and that's the song I come out to. It's really good.
So, Skills, if our fans are not familiar with you, introduce yourself.
Explain yourself.
Well, if you don't know by now, my name is Skrilla the Great. I've been wrestling for going on 7 years now. Atlanta, Georgia is where I'm from. I've really been working really hard these past few years. I think in 2017, I was a featured wrestler in the Peanut Butter Falcon. If you have not seen that, go see that today. It is now on Apple, I think. I know it's on what is it? Hulu. Hulu and Amazon Prime. Sorry, I gotta remember my plugs. But yeah, man, did that. And really just taking over the Southeast right now, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Atlanta, PA.
Yeah.
Atlanta in the house.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yes, sir.
So, what would you say would be like your legitimate, oh my God, we're doing it at the same time. Me and you are wiggling in our chair. We're talking. I'm watching you. And I'm just like, I'm gonna.
My bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
I saw
my ADD in my mind.
That's me.
What would you say? Like, you feel like you're legitimate. Like, what were your thoughts on your first match? Like, what was going through your head?
Man, listen. If a jitterbug was a pitcher, it was me. But it was excitement, nervous. Am I gonna get injured? What's my mom gonna think? It was a million things at one time. So, but at the end of the day, once you get in there and get your feet wet, man, I mean, you end up having a good time. At the end of the day, it's about having fun. So, I do my best to have fun, man.
What's your pre-match warm-up like?
A lot of water. a lot of water, pre-workout, prayers before I go out, and then boom, there it is.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, man. Nothing fancy, but I mean, I just like a lot of people be like, "Man, you good over there?" I just have this face where like I just be focused though. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, you never know. You're trusting, especially when you're wrestling somebody new. It's like I'm putting my life in your hands. That like people don't understand how serious wrestling is. Like we're literally, like, hey, my life's in your hand. Hey, my life's in your hand. All right, so we're gonna do this move, that move, and that move. Whoa, that might break my neck. Well, I mean, are you trying to get over? Yeah, but so I mean, like at the end of the day, you gotta remember, like your life is in the hands of someone else that you don't even fucking know. You know what I mean? So you got to really get properly trained. I know that I have done the backyard thing because of my passion for wrestling. But at the end of the day, you do have to get properly trained because somebody can really get hurt. Do not try this at home, okay?
And not only that, you got to trust the person too, because
that's like I said, that's another thing that comes with like the match jitters, because like if it's somebody that I'm not comfortable with, I'm like, man, I hope you don't mess up that spot on the top rope that he's trying to do a million flips off of. But you know, you get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Like it's your life is in somebody else's hands, and you really got to be on point. You got to be in shape. You got to eat right. Like all of that is a deciding factor of greatness, and that's why you got me here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we got two great people. We have the greatest manager. Now we have you,
Skill the Great.
There it is.
You guys could be a tag team if anything.
Or you could be your manager.
Let's get it.
It should be called Greatness or something like
that. I was trying to think of something to put Panther with it, but I couldn't think about it right there.
No, I mean, no, we had somebody called the last great heel manager on the podcast.
Okay.
So now,
on us when we burned.
Oh, okay.
The happy birthday message for Geek.
Okay.
Yeah, that was him.
I got you.
Yeah, but
when you get that episode, you're gonna feel bad for me. He got me because this name comes from my grandfather, and I just thought, okay, Junior. Okay. Yeah, just listen. That's all I'm gonna say.
He can't talk about it on the podcast. You just have to watch it.
I gotta watch it. I got you.
Yeah. Like, he really ripped.
Look, I'm about to say it must have really bothered you because you just like.
He doesn't want to talk about it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's like we're live right now, bro. You just got to go back and watch it. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, but, so like,
I got a question for you guys. Do people ask y'all questions?
No, they don't.
Sometimes,
depending. So
that makes it interesting, really.
So that's what made you guys want to use this platform to talk about wrestling? I know it's love of wrestling, but what started you guys doing?
For indie wrestling or wrestling in general?
Hell, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Because like
I'm just interested because you guys found me. Now I need to know y'all's story, right?
Yeah. So you want to start, Joe, or
I'll start. Well, my grandfather Jose Quinones wrestled from 1955 to 1965, and I was my dad, because of my dad, I was born. Right. I became a wrestling fan knowing he told me about him, and I just like in my head it's like Cheese from that Imaginary Friends. I was like, oh my god, my grandfather's a wrestler.
Yeah,
got me like obsessed with wrestling to the point that I had everybody that I knew that like wrestling. I had the mic drop moment for everybody.
Right.
Everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I like Hogan, I like Flair, I like this. And I'm like, was your grandfather a professional wrestler? Little 9-year-old Randy, high-pitched voice. Was your grandfather a professional wrestler?
Right.
No. I guess we can't talk then.
Yeah, I feel that. I got you.
And then I love
you
wrestling.
You can talk about all the major guys. You can talk about Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, all of them. Hey, I got a wrestler back in my house, okay?
Yeah.
I got wrestling in my house. My dad told me stories about Haystacks Calhoun,
right.
Hilda Kowalski, all going to their house in New York City and sitting back and drinking Rheingold beers in the living room and hanging out playing cards.
Right.
that doesn't happen unless you're The Rock in your house.
Right.
And then I when I went to college, I met Geek on a fluke because he didn't have many friends, and the resident said you should hang out with him. I'm like, I don't know this guy. And you hang out with him. I'll go hang out, watch wrestling with him. And I'm like, all right. So he's like, let's watch this wrestling. And it's a big box of tapes. And I'm like, what do you want to show me? Porn? He's like, no, it's called ROH. I'm like, what's ROH?
You had no idea what Ring of Honor was until I.
DVDs because I'm Mr. Old School. All I watched was the WWF like old school Summer Slams and Survivor Series. He showed me these things, and I was fucking hooked.
Right.
Hooked. Like the old school CM Punk versus Samoa Joe matches.
What?
Daniel Bryan versus. Oh my God. I was like, these are amazing.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, and then that's when I got hooked, and he started bringing me to the shows in Jersey.
I mean, Chris Hero and man, come on, man. Like we could talk about Ring of Honor all day.
How many stars have they developed, man? Right?
I mean, most of the WWE roster was ROH guys at one point.
Kenny King contacted us on the Instagram page. Never even go after he said I'm interested, and then he ghosted us.
Man, listen.
I'm like,
was it pre or post ROH? Or
he was in ROH.
He was in ROH. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
like, Kenny, you're making me kind of mad. I would have
all right, like we was about to promote it, and then what happened?
I was about to make the poster and everything on Instagram, like I made yours.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, I was gonna start making a picture and everything, put the cool music like I used for you. Like,
hey, you did a hell of a job with that, sir. That's a very nice song to pick, man. Because that's my plan. I plan on taking over the wrestling world, dude. And
I didn't think I was as me. At first I had the Linkin Park song because you had that Linkin Park song.
That was a good one too. I love that song.
Linkin Park. Can't tell me Linkin Park's not that.
Bro,
who's the goat? Who'd you say the goat of wrestling is?
There you go.
Who, me, him, or
man? I can't just name one. But I mean,
so many goats.
Like I was about to say, it's so many, but you can from The Rock to Austin to Flair. I mean, gosh, Hogan. I can keep going. Macho Man, Hogan, Bret Hart, like Shawn Michaels, like Triple H. I mean, I feel like Triple H is a very underrated goat, but
The Rock,
a goat.
The Rock.
The Rock that's my number one. That's my number one. I mean, as far as the GOAT talk, it's The Rock, hands down.
No one's made more money than him.
Like my story finishes up. I used to go to the garden.
Feel like nobody told real stories better than The Rock. And
oh my gosh! Did you watch it? Did you watch the Rock show?
Young Rock. I have not watched it yet. I need to.
You need to watch that show. That's what I was talking about. My dad watched the first episode of that show. When we watched it, cried the whole time. Just the whole first episode, he cried.
Yeah.
He's like, Randy, this is what I live. This is right here in the house.
He's got
everything I did.
I've read like a little article about like him transitioning into wrestling and stuff, and I mean he's got a compelling story for sure, man. Like from not just having like, and I mean especially being of the family that he's a part of. Like this man really had $7 in his pocket. You know what I mean? And he had to bust his ass 24/7. And that's what pisses me off about people that talk about how fake wrestling is. It's still work. It's still work. It's still work just as hard as the garbage man on the side of the road or the doctor that's trying to save somebody's life. Hell, we saving people's lives because they're getting away from their everyday life to watch us entertain them. You know what I mean? So we take it that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most of us do.
I told too much of Joe's story. Geek story.
Some people are just in it for the money, though, and that's what's killing the business.
So should I say who my greatest of all time is, or should I tell my story?
Tell me your story, Geek. I messed up. I talked too Joe.
Oh yeah, we did.
But yeah. So I'm basically why I love wrestling is because I just love the storytelling. I'm a big movie fan. So for me, I love movies. And I feel wrestling, it's just like a movie. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And basically, everyone says, "Oh, real wrestling is fake to you. Wrestling is fake." So then you're gonna go and say, "Are movies fake to you?" That's
Alex,
what
I love you right now. I love you so
That's a
much.
TikTok right
And
there.
that's what I told one of my friends a long time ago. He was like, "Man, I don't see how you just get into that fake stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't see how you get into Marvel either." So I mean,
exactly. So
right.
it's like
So,
you're being
yeah.
entertained. You know, you're trying to guess.
If mine's fake, yours is just as fake because I don't have a stunt double, sir.
Well,
exactly.
you could if you wanted to be like New Jack. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, he was laying down the law though. He was laying down the law. Like, you better get yourself together when you're getting in there with that guy.
Or Necro.
For sure. Hey, shout out to him. I got on the hoodie.
But I might be. And what was the other? What was the other question? I'm sorry. The greatest of all time. I think I said The Rock, right?
For me, it's Shawn Michaels because the way he approaches an opponent.
I got a question though.
Okay.
90 Shawn Michaels or 2000 Shawn Michaels?
Ooh, 90s Shawn Michaels, because the way the way he was, like right as after he turned on Marty, when he was just like the boy toy, but he was not so like the 2000s annoying that he would put the Canadian flag in his nose, more like the arrogant Shawn that's like, look at myself in the mirror.
I like 90s Michaels because he had to be hungry. Like, he was carrying the banner for a long time. But I think he was at his best in 2000. Like
2000, yeah. I agree.
He came back and wrestled Triple H, man. Come on, man.
I was there.
Really?
Me and him were there. Triple H SummerSlam 2002. We were there.
Oh my god,
man! That's one of my favorite matches that people don't talk about. That's one of my favorite matches, dude.
Favorite SummerSlam all time.
When he hits Triple H in the back of the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
When Shawn Michaels got hit in the back of this, that crowd popped so hard, and then they were like,
"See," and that's why I be telling people it's like you can call it fake when you're not there, but when you go to a live show, it's very much real. Like it really is. I mean, and not only do you feel the wrestling, and you feel the energy from the crowd, man. Like that's what pushes me the hardest. Whether they cheering me or they booing me, as long as they making a reaction, I'll be John.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, I don't care. I'm John Cena. If you cheer me, if you're booing me, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a reaction. I'm doing my job.
You know what? I get a lot of flack for it. Best event I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I'm gonna get heat for it. WrestleMania 20. Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 20.
I'm gonna get heat for it. Chris Benoit is a go-to.
First WrestleMania I ever went to. I walked through the gates and I went to the wrong gate and I was down on the floor and all I could see is the WrestleMania banner and the ring, and I'm looking up at the ring and my eyes I'm 38 years old now, and I think I was about 18, 19. All I could see is the ring and the WrestleMania logo on the banner, and I'm staring there. My eyes are getting watery, and the security's like, "You okay?" And I'm just like, "This is WrestleMania in the garden."
I'm gonna say, like, I don't know how that feels because I've never been to a WrestleMania. The major wrestling show I've been to was Survivor Series, and it was the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker. Now, mind you, on the other side of it, this is the night where ISIS is supposedly about to do something to the Phillips Arena. So there's like endless amount of SWAT team around the building. My mom's telling me not to go. My friends are telling me not to go. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let ISIS scare me. If I'm going to die, I want to die watching wrestling. Okay. And I want to die seeing The Undertaker. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, it's 25 years of The Undertaker. I'm going, man.
Yeah.
And it was a good show. It was a good show.
That kind of reminds me, the last show I went to was before everything shut down, like right before the pandemic. Right, it was Raw at the Barclays Center. It was 2 weeks.
It was hot too. It was hot, boy. That guy was hot. I don't know why I remember that one, but it was hot, bro. That was hot.
March 2nd. It was March 2nd, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
And
Yeah, that was a hot show. But I mean, at the end of the day, like the New York crowd is always hot.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You do something wrong with the New York crowd, they will let you freaking know, man.
When Randy hit the RKO on Beth Phoenix, and when Drew McIntyre hit Brock with the Claymore, that place lost their freaking minds. You know? That and when the Street Profits won the tag titles at Barclays Center. Yeah, I've never heard Barclays so freaking loud ever.
That's dope, dude. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's one of my dreams to like actually like come to New York and go to like Madison Square Garden or Barclays.
Oh, dude.
To feel what it feels
the same area as me. I grew up with Howard Finkel announcing. Like, I don't know. You haven't listened to any past episodes. I'm the Fink guy on the show. I'm the Howard Finkel guy. I can do the Fink's voice right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Fink was good, man. Fink was good.
That band, like as I said, they will let you know, and I can still hear it sometimes in the dark. The sound of the crowd when Benoit had Triple H in the crossface, and they were like,
man. Like, Benoit was so over,
like a tiger. Flip them over, and the crowd's like, oh, and they pause as he gets him in the center of the ring. Oh, and Triple H's last gasp. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
that big Madison Square Garden.
That's the thing with Triple H right there. He was the greatest heel of all time because he got that heat. So when he finally lost the title,
and what adds to him being one of the greatest heels is that motherfucker can sell his ass off. Do you understand me? Like he sells a punch like no other. He sells all the. I mean, like I remember one. I know it was like after Raw or something. But have you seen the one where Randy Orton throws up the boot when he comes off the top and he's just standing there like this, and he stands there for like a minute. He stands there for like a minute, and Shawn Michaels is in the background like, Paul.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
It's funny. It's so funny, dude. If you ain't seen it, you gotta check it out. It's real good. But I mean, Triple H is a really good seller. He's one of the greatest heels. I've enjoyed all of Triple H's work, man.
He always used to hate Triple H, and he's like, dude,
me and Geek used to go at it in college about Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Oh my god,
he's like, he's so overrated. That's what he used to tell me. And then
I was so torn back then because it was like, I love Shawn Michaels and Triple H, but so do I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I love The Rock. Like I mean, but they did it so well back then to where everybody meant something because they were telling a story. They were telling a story. Everybody meant something. Everybody from D'Lo Brown, he meant something. You know what I mean? Like,
D'Lo.
Goldust meant something. You know what I mean? Like everybody meant something back then. It's got to get back to that, or I mean. I just
we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm going to say our buddy in the chat right there. He went to the Madison Square Garden show with me.
Oh, this guy went to the G1
with me. Yeah, he went with me to the G1 Supercard.
Wow, that's got to be a hell of an experience right there.
To see it in the Garden, like Okada and in the Garden I was like,
man.
I've seen these guys in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I've seen these guys in small little centers, but to see them in Madison Square Garden, I'm just looking
listen, like I got a fetish for drop kicks, okay? And Okada has one of the most beautiful drop kicks there is in the game. It's between him and Randy Orton. Like,
Randy Orton's is like, you could be standing there looking at him as for an argument, he'll just hit you with a drop kick out of nowhere.
It's beautiful. I mean, that comes out of nowhere more than it does his RKO have to do.
And the thing is with Okada is he waits for it.
Yes.
He waits for it. It's like
he's and the way his feet is beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
It's like it doesn't happen in the 10-minute mark. It doesn't happen. It happens in like that last
the very
the match, and then when he finally hits it, place goes absolutely nuts for it.
And it's crazy, especially because like most rings I work are like 16 by 16. So for him to be doing that in a 20 by 20 is insane to me. Okay, like that is crazy. Him and Orton, like just the way they just pop up and give it to you is beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. I think Dolph Ziggler, like, he's underrated as hell anyway, but his drop kick is pretty mean too.
I remember AJ used to have a crazy drop kick.
AJ's is just out of this world. He last second his too. His is out of this world too. For sure.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Who is your dream match?
Man, there could be so many, but if I had to choose, it'd have to be The Rock or Triple H. Being that they would probably be more logical of being active from that era, it would have to be Triple H or The Rock. I mean, with The Rock, look at against Hogan. All you got to do is stare at him for like 30 seconds, and the crowd gonna go bananas. He gonna put you over just by staring at you. You know what I mean? He ain't even gotta do nothing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean, at the same time, I know that the program with The Rock, he's gonna rip into me. He's gonna tell a story.
He's gonna do a Triple H, like a big Triple H punch.
Yeah, and then
he threw that big knee, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. Like, but I think, Triple H can tell a story too. Like, I would love to have, if I had to wrestle in an era of Triple H, I would love to have wrestled Triple H as the Authority. Like, the Authority Triple H is very underrated.
I agree with you. The story is the biggest part, and you need to keep you on the edge of your seat. So tune in next week.
Listen, it's like fighting. If me and you are fighting, I'm not finna do a flip off the top of the building and hope that you're still sitting there waiting on me to fall on you. You got to beat me down to that point. You know what I mean? Like, so, and it's the same thing as like them flipping in the first 2 minutes of the match. I just don't understand it. Like, that's supposed to, like, think about Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. You have to build up. Or let's talk about Raw vs. SmackDown or any other video game there's been. You got to build up for your God help me, guys. Your finisher, your finisher, and your signature. You gotta like set up for that. So you can't just you don't start the game unless you put it there, because you can put it there in some of these games. Unless you start out with a finisher, with some matches it works. Like with Brock Lesnar, it's cool. He can do that. It's believable that Brock Lesnar gonna hit you with the F5 early. And I hate when people get mad about that. It's Brock Lesnar, dude. What you expect?
I always told my friend, I'm like, it's like to see Minoru Suzuki versus Brock Lesnar would take my money right there. Just to see Brock give him a German, take it. And then Suzuki just to sit up and just laugh, say that would be a dream come true.
But I mean, it's believable. Look at those two guys.
They're both MMA fighters right there.
Exactly.
So it's believable.
Exactly. And I mean, not to knock on guys because they work hard, but I just can't. If you're 6'5" and you only weigh 200 pounds, you ain't really got no muscles. How's that believable? How am I gonna believe that you're a badass? Mm-hmm. I can't. But if you see me walk out, and I mean, I've been working on my body, and I mean that's a major part of it. I mean, like the presentation is everything, because first off, if it's like a Big Mac, if it don't look good on the commercial, I'm not gonna buy it. You know what I mean? No. I'm not gonna. So it's the same thing with wrestling. Like, if you don't look to par, if you don't have the gear, and this is stuff that I made mistakes and I learned. You know what I mean? You have to. And I threw myself in there with the Wolves when I was young. Like, I just wanted to get into business so bad, and they were like, God, this kid just. We're gonna throw him in there, even though he don't know what he's doing. But we're gonna throw him in there because he's got the passion for it. You know what I mean? And that's how I learned, just wrestling guys that were better than me. You know what I mean? So, you gotta have the complete package for anybody to believe or buy your stuff.
Highlight the question for Meme Mania's question. So we can
all right. I didn't want to cut him off. That's all.
When did I debut as a wrestler? Oh man, listen, I'm getting old. I want to say 2016. in Macon, Georgia. Shout out to Roger Davis for giving me an opportunity.
And by the way,
already, I wrestled my best friend Tony James, and he's actually in the movie. He's in the wrestling scene with me in the Peanut Butter Falcon. And I
think I've seen that movie. I'm gonna have to look that up. Peanut Butter Falcon. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yes, movie. Yes, sir. But like that, I mean, he's like my life partner as far as his wrestling thing goes, because he was there when I did my first match, to when we did the movie, to we just had a match against each other last week. You know what I mean? Like we was in a tag match against each other. So it's just and it's really cool to see that. Like some guys. What up, Benny? What up? But yeah, like some guys I've wrestled have quit, you know what I mean? Or life has just taken them away from wrestling, you know what I mean? And
like ACDC.
Hey.
What ACDC song would be like if you had to be like, if WWE picked you up and said you could choose any song, what ACDC would Back in Black be your song?
Yeah, why not?
I work in a grocery store in Pennsylvania,
yeah.
And they have iHeartRadio going, and it never fails. About like 12, 1 o'clock, they always playing Hell's Bells. It's like I'm stocking my shelf up. I'm like,
see, that's what, like this. The only reason I say that, and I ain't trying to make it a racial thing, but let's be serious. I'm black, okay, and I'm trying to bring the base of wrestling, and it's storytelling, fellas. It's storytelling. That is the base of wrestling, and it's guys that are just now learning. Even if it's a guy that you don't have no storyline with, when you two first get in there, tell a story. If you're the cowboy, let's say the Cowboy Joe Panther versus let's say
the Metal Geek,
Terminator Metal Geek. You know what I mean? Like whatever. If Joe's punching, he better body slam him and say hee haw after that. For me to know he's a cowboy, and then he's swinging it around like he's about to hook the person for whatever move. But at least, but you get what I'm saying, though. Yeah. It's funny, but at least it gets the people going, because every time he does that, guess what? The whole place gonna be like this. Uh-oh, here he goes. He's about to set him up, and the guy's on all fours, and he jumps on his back, and he might just ride him, but it'd be funny. But he's telling the story.
I do that. I'm weird. I'm weird. I would do that.
You could do it. It's the indies. I mean, you could do it.
But man, listen, the way people are doing copyright infringement nowadays, no sir.
Yeah. I made
no sir.
There's a wrestler that is Golden Girls fan. One that I got it.
What's my boy name? He's from Florida. What's his name? Tell me what his name is.
You can see his face. He has the puffy hair.
Yes. Why can't I say my boy? Jerry Swirls. Yes.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah, Jerry. I gave me a bunch of clips yesterday. I posted it, and I went under the reel, made him a nice little reel. Instagram sent me an email, said I did something with a copyright, and I used thank you for being my friend. I'm like, I told my dad to drive me to work today. I was like, I went through Instagram and made that video. Their music on their real music.
Yeah. And
I got a strike.
Mike, listen, Mike, if I ever make it to WrestleMania, you will definitely be performing that match, okay? Or performing your song for my match. Trust me. I'll be like, look,
listen, WWE make us the broadcasters. We will definitely be the gotta be the people doing the guest announcers.
Yeah.
And Ringside Podcast. And Cole Hunter Jr. Yay.
Be like, look, Michael Cole, go take a piss.
Go take a walk.
Yeah.
My boys are gonna take the booth for a little bit.
I don't feel like hearing vintage Skrilla all night. Okay, like
vintage Skrilla. That's another thing. Bigger than SmackDown. Has anybody ever made you in the 2K game?
Yes, actually, that's man. Look at it, man. That's crazy. Because I consider him like a little brother, because he wants me to train him so bad. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not, and that's not my department right now. Let me keep doing me, and then maybe later. But he just sent me. Let me see if I can try to find it real quick. But that is funny you said that. That's crazy.
Because I asked all the guests, every guest.
Yep.
I've been looking. I looked up you, couldn't find you. I found Kiara from London, England. Oh wow!
I did. That's
2K19.
Too bad people on Spotify.
Yeah, it's 2019. It's 2K19.
I'm gonna find you tonight. Yep. I love to get all our guests.
Yep.
People on Spotify can't see this, by the way. So.
Oh dang it! Well, hey, tell them to check out. So
the YouTube.
They did a thing. Sports Illustrated came out of nowhere and came to Warner Robins, and they did a cover for it, and I'm on the front of it. It's really cool.
Wow, that's cool.
Doing a drop kick.
Wow, that's cool.
Doing a drop kick. Yeah,
man.
I'll send it to y'all after this, but yeah.
Do you have stickers, by the way?
Yes, I'll send you some. Send me your.
I'll send you our addresses later.
Dude, I got wristbands. I got wristbands. I got. Why is Miss Skrilla not in here so she could tell you everything I got?
She was supposed to be here with the interview. Supposed to be a couple interviews.
I'm gonna call her in a minute. But I think I got wristbands. I got stickers. I
saw your whole table on Instagram. I was like,
but she done upgraded a lot of my stuff. Like, are the DVDs of the it's out. I'll definitely do that. If you grab one, I'll definitely sign that for you. That's not a problem at all, man.
I still gotta see that movie. Yeah, check it out, man. Like, besides me being in the movie, like, seriously, it's a really good story. Mm-hmm. That's
really.
Is that the
that's the guy?
Yeah, that's sorry, but that's the people who did the Kingsman, right?
I'm not sure.
I believe the same writers, I think.
So, okay.
I think, yeah.
You'll learn something new every day.
You could probably get a standing drop kick by this man. You keep interrupting him. I don't know you if you do that. I don't know you.
Listen, sometimes I need to be interrupted because I'll keep talking.
we like that. We like that in the Dudes at Ringside podcast.
We like to talk.
Yeah,
as my boss says, we like to tell stories.
Well, I know my woman get tired of me talking about wrestling to her all day. So
some people go. Some people on a podcast go, "Can you guys go like an hour?" I'm like, not really. Maybe.
However, whenever we turn the leave studio button, that's when we get off.
Yeah, whenever we get tired, and that's it. That's when we end the podcast. Usually.
All right.
We've gone 2.5 hours, 3.
So I got another question.
Okay.
Greatest match of all time.
Ooh.
Greatest match. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh, greatest match of all time would have to be. Oh my gosh. But you go first, Geek. I gotta go through my brain.
It's hard.
This is everybody's greatest match of all time, maybe, but I'm going to say this because I actually stayed up late or early in the morning to watch it, and I said it was the greatest match when I first saw it. Kenny Omega versus Okada 4. I watched it live. I said this is a 10-star match. I don't care what anybody else says. The storytelling of the match was unbelievable. How Kenny could not get the title after the 3 chances, and then finally winning it after that 4th time was just incredible. Because they went the one, right? They did Okada won the first one. They went the draw the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny won the third one in the G1.
Yep.
And then Kenny won the title finally, winning the title.
That was a hell of a program that they did.
The story.
My greatest match of all time, has to be when Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight title.
That's a forbidden fruit right there. Like, some people do not say that one, and that was a really good fucking match.
I lost my mind. Rey Mysterio is my favorite wrestler of all time because of the mask thing and being little like I am and never getting over because always getting tossed away. I cried so hard. I started shaking. I was like, oh my God. And then they were like, 1, 2, ah. I screamed.
I love the fact that wrestling stopped. Like, I love the fact that wrestling got away from, you gotta be 6'5", 285 pounds to win the title. Like, why? Oh yeah, that was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Taker. They just talked about. We're talking about one of the Instagram pages we follow. We're just talking about Undertaker versus Mankind. Was it like an anniversary this week? Was it?
Was it?
I don't know. They had one of the Instagrams where they played the whole clip of
up here or no?
Taker threw it off.
All right, bye. She was like, yeah, I guess.
I don't want to, but okay.
But yeah, man. For me, I gotta say HBK Undertaker WrestleMania.
Oh, that was a good one.
Was it 25?
Oh, the new one, the newer, like not newer, but you know what I mean. That the old one they did the cage match. That one they people don't give it enough.
Oh,
credit.
you're talking about the Hell in a Cell one? That was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, they give it enough credit, but they kind of don't at the same time. Like it was a good match. It had a lot of good spots.
See, this is my thing with people. Like that was the very first one. Like they had to figure out how it was gonna go because it's a fucking Hell in a Cell. Like that's different. You know what I mean? Like, and you know Shawn Michaels is gonna be Shawn Michaels regardless. Like he's gonna let you throw him. And I mean it's the Undertaker. You know what I mean? Like him, but like I like the story with Shawn Michaels like coming from the heavens, and you know what I mean? Like it was a good deal.
You were just talking about that. They were just talking about that.
Yeah, man. Y'all were talking about that match on another podcast.
Yeah, I totally remember them talking about that on TV. They were mentioning how you said Shawn Michaels came from the heavens and Taker came from down below, and
the story. Yeah, he was right. Kane did debut at that Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, he debuted in that match. Yep.
The storytelling before that match, like just Shawn is something else, man. Like I love Shawn Michaels so much, man. Yes, man, I forgot about to mention that. How can we mention GOATs and not mention Sting, dude?
Oh gosh. Oh my God.
Like, how can we do that?
The other voice I hear in my head is
hi. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on? Welcome. The other voice, because you're from Atlanta, the voice that I hear in my head is Gary Michael Capetta from WCW. Wow. And now coming down the aisle from Venice Beach, California, weighing 275 pounds. Yes,
the man they call Sting. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I guess the new one is the guy from AEW announcing Sting now, right?
Yeah. No. What's his name? Tony
Schiavone.
Is it Tony? No, the announcer. What's his name? He was from WWE. I cannot.
What's his name? Oh my God, I can see his face.
He's the one that says John Cena like.
Oh my God.
Justin Roberts. Justin Roberts.
Minutes.
There it is, Justin Roberts. That's it.
Justin Roberts. Yeah.
They made fun of that on. They made fun of that on I think a TikTok because he said the name and then he said what's his name's name and then it sounded like he was about to go Cena and they had like a Cena coming out of a box like.
Oh wow! So he says John and then Cena pops his head out.
Yeah.
I
like him introducing Moxley and Kenny Omega. Those are some pretty good intros. Moxley,
yeah,
or Kenny Omega. He's from North Carolina.
That was another that's on Instagram.
That's something a lot of people don't know about me. I was born in North Carolina, but I just wasn't there long enough to know what North Carolina is.
Yeah, I'm bad. I grew up on Long Island. I moved to Pennsylvania, and everybody calls me a city here.
Wow, a city.
I call a city, man. Like when I worked in Walmart, I was only there for maybe a year. I'm like, where is it? It's over there. And they're like, where are you from? I'm like Long Island. I'm like, you're from the Flatlands, and I'm like Flatlands.
That's why I would love to experience Atlanta favorite restaurant, Pit Pat's. I've heard it. I was about to say I've heard of it, but I've never been.
We're gonna have to go.
Authentic soul food. If you want some authentic soul food, holler at your boy and my girl, man. Listen.
Is that an invite?
By the way, my
Dude, like
my
that's
chicken turned out fabulous. By the way, I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks amazing.
See, I didn't even eat for you guys, so you better be glad because
chicken wings, y'all. Chicken wings.
This guy loves to eat. This guy loves to eat.
I do. I love food. You have to roll me out the door.
Well, I got my Southern Belle, and she will definitely cook it up, man. We gotta. Let's see.
That's kind of like Joe there. He's not really couldn't get into AEW either. He's not a fan of it.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
I mean, there's some factors that I can't get into, like Hangman Page, because he tells a story. Like the guys that are telling the story, I'm watching AEW for. Cody, I'm watching. Like it pissed me off that everybody was crying about him winning that match at the pay-per-view, and I'm like, well, you got to tell a story, right? Like,
yeah,
nobody's gonna expect the younger. What's his name? I can't remember his name. I feel bad.
I forgot his name too. I know,
but you know what I'm talking about. It was from
I know.
And it was like, has he really built up himself enough to beat Cody?
Was it something go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel bad. I know the name though, but I just
he's gonna get the big payoff at All In, maybe, I guess. And it would make sense at the route so New York is by far the rowdiest crowd, but then you got a sweet hand in second with Chicago.
Philly too. Philly.
So I guess.
Philly too. You're right.
If you ever go to Atlanta,
I mean, if it ain't ECW, you ain't getting the full crowd of Philly anyway.
Oh God! You have to have something really big in your pocket to get the ECW crowd to react as you.
Indeed,
you had to be a Rob Van Dam or someone that can hit them.
Indeed. Like he's an honorable mention when it comes to go too, because man, listen, I was an ECW fanatic when I was a kid, and I was glued to Rob Van Dam for sure. The whole effing show. You know what I mean?
Did you ever see that meme, that video? Sorry for interrupting you, but
no,
it's thing with Rob Van Dam and Vince McMahon. He's like, "I got you something, man." And then this dude's there, the one that's Randy Orton's partner now. He gives him rolling paper. He gave Vince McMahon fucking rolling paper.
Yep.
I was like,
I mean, honestly, the shit should be legal by now. So, I mean,
man's like, "What's this?" He's like, "It's rolling paper, man." He's like,
Riddle is hilarious, bro.
Riddle's like,
"Hey, bro." Hey, listen.
I wrote the title.
I could have said a whole lot. Jericho is definitely a GOAT as well.
Oh,
like there's nobody in the business that can revamp themselves every year like Chris Jericho,
especially in Japan.
Facts. Oh my God. Facts.
Everyone thought the match with Kenny was going to be all right, dude. He stood everybody wrong right there and said Jericho could still go in the ring.
The only person I see close to revamping their character is and still being like a great is the Undertaker. Like
definitely
hands down.
He's one of the greatest of all time. So for a reason.
That goes without saying, man. That goes without saying. It's really like, even though he's really too old to be doing this shit now, it's still kind of, it's like, man, dang, it's like the Undertaker is really retired. He had it. He like that. Like the match with Goldberg was terrible. Let's be clear. The match with Goldberg was terrible.
Not two of my favorites.
I mean, well, Goldberg was not ready for that match. Goldberg at the end of the day was he was already concussed for that match because he hit his head on the doggone door like he does all the time. Like, dude, why don't you punch the door and we'll still believe that you hit your head on the door?
Yeah, like boom, did it? Like no.
But you could tell, like, if you go back and watch that,
Joe could get a piece of crap over, is what he's saying.
He could. He could, for real. Seriously. But, like, you could tell if you go back and watch that match, like, Goldberg was legit concussed. And you could tell, like, when he was walking down the ramp, he's like, Man, his entrance almost took as long as the Undertaker's because he was concussed.
You should have timed it. Like,
yeah. Let's see how long it takes you to get there.
Like a
right,
swimmer, like
135. All right, come on, Goldberg. Where you at? Where you at?
like they do for a swimmer in like an Olympic race, like they're qualifying. Like your thing was 5.98.
Yeah.
Yours was 2.95. Oh, sorry, you get the silver. like
you didn't make it. But hey, we have a good match.
Sorry, Venezuela makes it to the Olympics and you lose.
And I mean, he almost broke that man's neck trying to put him in jackhammer. I mean, come on, man. That's why I say, man, people that try to dog wrestling, like we put each other's lives on the line every night, man. And
anything on the Fiend coming back? I don't know.
I say wait for fans to come back till they get that.
Yeah, that's what they're waiting for, I think.
Who's coming back?
The Fiend.
Sting? Okay.
No, the Fiend. The Fiend.
Oh, the Fiend. Oh, yeah.
I think
Garden. Madison Square Garden. Fiend is going to come back with the Garden.
Definitely wait.
Definitely wait. You want to get that reaction.
What is Money in the Bank at the Garden?
No, it's SmackDown. SmackDown.
Okay.
SmackDown.
Okay.
September 10th.
Geek has like been hounding me like a little kid trying to get.
They'd be stupid if they didn't bring him back then.
I told them they're bringing somebody back that day. They're definitely bringing somebody.
Yeah. But he already said that he was on the talk show like a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Well,
he already said he was coming
back. He was like that. Well, I'm definitely. It's not. I haven't had my last match, and I can't wait to come back. Da 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 da. I mean, the rumor is that he's going to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. So
what's going to happen?
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't like the way they're building up stories. I wouldn't mind seeing Brock and McIntyre again. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you put Brock against Ricochet, and I'm gonna be like, well, what's the point? At least I know they're fighting for something. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing I know it's not gonna happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing Brock and Seth again or something like that. Like, mix it up. Like, give Brock something different this time around, though. You know what I mean?
I was
if they're gonna bring him back, give it. If it ain't one of those guys that he had a storyline with already, like, well, it better be somebody that they're about to build.
I always told him Minoru Suzuki versus Walter would be an awesome match.
Ooh. Walter is a monster.
That chop would stop anybody's heart.
Not Minoru. Not Minoru.
I would flip. He
would laugh.
Or Shibata. Shibata would probably take it.
Yeah, Shibata would take it, and he'd take those. He would strike those kicks too. He's got some nasty kicks.
And headbutt the shit out of you.
I would look like when Will Smith does the fake collapse. That'd be me after the chop. I'd be like, that'd be me. Be like, Joe, I pick you up. I'll just fall down like the mannequins in the store. Joe.
Wow.
Be like instead of oil can, be like beer me.
What? Okay, I found the question. Favorite tag team?
Oh man, Geek, you first.
Favorite tag team? That's a tough one. You can't say just one, but
that was so hard. But if you died today and God was like, "This is the tag. This is the tag team you got to watch for the rest of your life."
I could watch Young Bucks matches all day long. I'm sorry. Any match that they put anybody in. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it because they don't sell. They don't sell. Who would they be facing? Because I mean that's the match you got to watch for the rest of your life. That's the match I got to watch for the rest of my life.
So it would be the Young Bucks versus what tag team?
Can I do anything, or is it like, or because
I want to keep it where we're at. We can do that too, though. But let's so it would be the Young Bucks versus who in the match you would have to watch for the rest of your life.
It's actually two. It's a two-parter.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to see the Young Bucks versus Prime Rockers.
Nice. Okay.
And I want to see that, and I would like to see Kenny Omega and Ibushi, the Golden
Lovers. Oh my goodness!
I can never get away from that match, dude.
Listen, that would be something to watch for the rest of your life.
Because that match is like probably one of the greatest tag team title match. Well, it's not a tag team title. It's a tag match of all time. But they did put the title on that match. Holy crap.
Yep. What you got?
All right. Well, I would say the Legion of Doom, and the match I would have to watch forever and ever and ever is from SummerSlam 1991. Go back in the time machine with Joe to watch the Legion of Doom versus the Nasty Boys for the WWF Tag Team titles. That match got me even harder into tag team wrestling. I loved that match. I have the anthology, part of the anthology for SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
That match, I get, even though it's been 2021, I get so hyped when the referee counts to 3 and the announcer, Howard Finkel, goes, "Here is your winners and the new WWF Tag Team Champions, the Legion of Doom." Oh my God, I guess.
Dude, you were spot on right there. You challenged the hell out of that shit right there. Golly.
And yeah, that match and any match with Demolition or the Powers of Pain.
I can dig that.
When they faced each other for when either they had Mr. Fuji or the Powers of Pain had Mr. Fuji, when they always had to fight each other, they always had good matches. Both those teams. I can either follow Legion of Doom, but the match I would love watch, as I said, the match I would watch forever is Legion of Doom versus Nasty Boys, because technically they put the Legion of Doom back on the map,
right?
Because they didn't have the tag titles. That was the first time they won the tag titles in WWE.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because they didn't have the tag titles at that point. They were still kind of like getting themselves. They were already like a big tag team.
Okay,
they were legendary because in Japan and WCW, but they didn't have the WWF.
So, what's your opinion now?
Your turn.
If I had to watch a tag team match forever, it would have to be Harlem Heat versus. It's like I would love to see them against the 2-man power trip in Stone Cold and Triple H, or it'd have to be the Hardy Boys just to see what they would come up with.
That's a good one.
Just to see what they would come up with.
The 2-man power trip was a very short-lived gimmick.
It hurt my feelings.
Triple H got hurt and then ruined it.
Yeah.
That was still a great tag match, though. That tag title match when he got hurt, though.
Benny, now I got nasty. I got Janet Jackson, Nasty Boys, and Nasty Boys.
Man, all right, I got one.
We do have a question, though.
Go ahead.
No, who is the top from the audience right here? Who's the top current female wrestlers you'd say in the industry?
Tessa Blanchard, Charlotte, Sasha Banks.
That's fair. Would you say, Joe? The current.
Like current, like name that I would say is the big name in the current name. Oh man. Even though she's not wrestling because she just had a baby, it would be Becky Lynch, because I'm biting my tongue. I'm not a big fan of Becky fan. Alexa Bliss.
Bliss is good.
Bailey. And the one that's the women's champion right now on SmackDown.
Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca's really good.
That was the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, I can't think of her, but she had the ponytail.
Oh, yeah, because she's thinking about that. Man, the WrestleMania whip to Sasha. Oh my God. Did not sound off, bro.
We're getting ripped apart in the chat right now.
Kind of like a gun went off.
We got Bailey. We got Ripley.
Her. That was
Ripley. Ripley's another name that I would say. Ripley.
I was about to say Rhea's really good. like I said, he said the top 3. So I mean, in my head, Britt Baker is really good too. I can't.
Britt Baker is amazing. Been amazing.
Oh my gosh, she's so good, and she's getting better. So it's like
who's the up and coming girl that teamed with Shaq? She's really good too.
Who?
The girl that teamed with Shaq. You know what I'm talking about in AEW.
I forgot her name.
She's up and coming. She's gonna be top. She's gonna be on top.
Yeah, she's good. She's really good, and she's got the look. You know what I mean? Like she's got the look. I would love to see her against Bianca.
Definitely.
It was what is it? Jade? Is it Jade? Right?
Yeah, Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill. Yeah, she's the one to look out for.
Bianca would be insane.
Yeah.
But that's two different promotions, so.
And everyone's saying Shayna Baszler right now. I wouldn't say she's on the top right now, though.
I mean, like, I like Shayna, but I haven't seen no improvement. Like, it's still the same Shayna Baszler to me. Like, yeah.
NXT, she was great, but
she was amazing. She was amazing.
But as far as the main roster, it's like she dropped.
What are they doing? Like, and I'm looking up at the TV. Like, what are they doing with Eva Marie? Like, it's so annoying.
It's so stupid. That girl that's with her. What happened?
And she's great. And she's great. Piper Nevin. She's freaking fantastic. I don't understand what they're doing right now. So,
I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Eva Marie should just be the valet, and I think Piper should be the star of the show right there.
Who's Piper? Where did she come from? I feel stupid right now.
NXT UK.
Okay.
Yeah,
actually, it's funny. We have fans pretty much that watch us. Like as we had the Riley measures. Would you ever, if you had a chance, would you ever travel when the restrictions drop? Would you ever try to go to like UK?
Would I ever travel? Yes. I want my dream is to be in New Japan.
New Japan.
Oh man,
that's my dream.
We just had one from AJZ on our podcast.
Oh yeah,
he's at New Japan Strong.
New Japan Strong, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, a friend of mine is with New Japan right now, Fred Yehi.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Give him a heads up.
Sure. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Uh-huh. That's what we do. We're helping each other. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We love helping everybody. You know, that's what we do here. That's like
we actually connect wrestling promotions with promoters and wrestlers with promotions. You know that whole thing.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely send y'all my matches so that y'all don't have to go searching for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm typing your name wrong, saying your name skills.
Listen, it happens from Skrillex to Skillet to whatever. I mean, I haven't heard so much.
Sounds so mixed up.
To be honest, we actually found recently another Ringside podcast, and we're like, no,
I got
right?
I got mad.
So yeah,
no.
We were like dudes at Ringside for like 6 months. There was nothing, and then these guys come out, and we're like, no, yeah. It's dudes that rings at the podcast. Just
listen, I know how it is. I know how it is. Yeah. Imitation is the beautiful form of being flattered with what I do, and you just want to use it, so you can use it, but just ask for my permission, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get some royalties.
That's just a little bit. I ain't even asking much. Just give me like 15 to 20%. You can have the rest. I ain't that greedy like that. Just give me a little. Just that's it. You can have it. You can have it.
That's what. Yeah, I agree. That's
for my idea. Okay.
That's what it's all about. If everyone pulled together.
If you ever go to London, there's a promotion called CPW.
If everybody would pull together, like what do you say?
All right. Sorry. I got to put that.
If everybody would pull together like this,
everyone would have more opportunities. That's right.
Yeah,
I agree. 100%. I agree. It's too many wrestlers, and I will say, because like I said, I've made a million amount of mistakes in this business, and one of them was being selfish as hell. And it's hard because, I mean, it's wrestling. You're in there by yourself, so I mean, it's a lot of selfishness. But at the same time, it's about helping the next man that's ahead of you or behind you or ahead of you. I mean, he's trying to help you get put over, and you're trying to put over the next star. You can't do this forever. Your career could be done in a blink of a second, dude. Just like that.
It's like with us. Basically, it's like you definitely want to be number one, but at the same time, you want to help the other podcasts out as well, because you never know. This might say, "Hey, this guest is pretty good.
Yep,
we'll recommend them," and it's helping the wrestler get over. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Helping everybody.
And the wrestler should show the initiative and help put you guys over it by sharing it.
Yeah, exactly. So
you need to tell your buddy from Florida that you came on our podcast, the one, the Golden Girls fan.
Yeah, Jerry Swirls. I definitely
tell him. I was on a podcast and
with the curly hair. He was very flamboyant. He wrestled. Who did he wrestle that night? I think he wrestled Eddie Hunter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What was in WWE? The little guy. I thought it was horrible saying little guy. I'm gonna get my ankle beat up.
Beat you up, Joe.
Kick my ass.
Who was it? What'd you say?
What's his face? It was in WWE. They played Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. Oh, y'all had him on here?
He beat. No. We're gonna. I wish we could have Hornswoggle.
Swirls worked Hornswoggle. I got you.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. He beat. That's what he said on the video. His biggest moment is when he beat Hornswoggle.
So if we're gonna talk about something like that, my biggest moment with I gotta say two. All right, so the first one was when I was on the set on Peanut Butter Falcon. Mick Foley asked one of the technical wrestlers to come in to show the Down syndrome kid how to do a headlock. So everybody's looking at me like, and I'm like, pointing at me. He's like, yeah, come here. I'm like, oh crap, you know what I mean? And I get in there, and he put me in one of the most stiffest headlocks I've ever been in my life, because I'm sure that's all the attitude was a lot of stiffness. And I mean, it's Mick Foley; he's the hardcore legend. But that was a iconic moment for me to be in the ring with Mick Foley. But if we're gonna talk about actual match, I was in a Rumble with Carlito, and he actually threw me out of the Rumble. So,
wow!
Yeah. I wanted him to spit me in the spit me with the apple, but somebody already had that spot. So somebody that didn't need it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
It happens.
Let me stop.
Do you have any pets? Because we are pet friendly.
Man, so we're in the process of moving, and that's my priority. We were just at the grocery store earlier, and I was like, we went down the doggy food aisle, and I was like, yeah, I want me a dog. She was like,
I have a dog.
She has a doggy.
What kind of dog?
A husky blue heeler mix.
Aww.
The eyes for me. It's the eyes for me. It's so beautiful.
Yes. I have 2 wiener dogs.
Oh, those are the cutest to me.
Long-haired. Well, we have a long-haired one, and we have a short-haired one. Dexter.
The long-haired ones have.
See, and that's what pisses me off. Everybody thinks, because honestly, I either want a husky or I want a Yorkie.
Dachshunds are the funny thing. If you live in an area where there's a lot of like little rodents, they'll go after them.
I get it.
But Dexter is like.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody feels like, oh, a man's got to have a pit bull or a Great Dane or you know what I mean. Like I like the little small dogs too, man.
Dexter's a badass. He chased after. Like I let him out one day, and he went out in front of me like you think he's the boss because he's not the boss of me. And I said, you ain't the boss of Dexter. He went in front of me. I go around the corner, and this bear is walking away, and Dexter's like, what? Like you would have thought he was part of Friday. What, bitch? Get my Glock. What? Get my gun. Started down those freaking those little stairs. Jesus.
That's the warrior.
Yeah. I took a flying leap, Rey Mysterio flying leap. Like I went to get him, and I fell and like, no, he's okay. I got this.
Oh no.
I hit I was like this. Oh, now I know how it feels to get powerbombed by Kevin Nash.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, my whole side hurt for like an hour. I was like, oh, I know how it feels to wrestle.
Yeah. Have
I'm
fun.
not winning, but it feels like it.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah. It was like a little stone in the middle of the yard. I just like fell.
Ow? Ow?
Yeah. I fell, and I was like, because I was trying to get him, and I fell. Like, yeah, that was my damn you Dexter moment. Dexter.
Do you have any stories from the ring, or
Huh?
Do you have any stories from the ring?
Like, what you mean? Like, awkward moment or something like that?
Like maybe like
any story you could tell, like from the ring.
Let's see.
You can say whatever you want, by the way.
We're not PG.
We're not PG.
I'm not gonna say the dude's. I'm not gonna say the dude's name, but because he would like really be mad at me about this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But you
so we did a spot. We
Just
did a.
use a nickname.
I ain't, because he gonna message me after I say that too. So this guy worked a couple of years back. We were getting to a spot to where he did something. I can't remember what he did, but I ducked up under it and I gave him an ankle lock. And as he was crawling out of it, he farted every time he was crawling. It was like, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, dude, reverse. He's like, sorry. He gets to the ropes and he's like, sorry, bro. He's like, sorry.
Heart moment. No.
Like, how are you showering me with your stinks right now, bro? Like, God.
It's one way to get a guy to
quit. I know I'm shits, but God,
Shit.
the hell. So yeah, that one.
One way to get to someone. He skunked you, man.
Man,
it's basically like, okay,
me for real, like for real.
Like, okay, get off me now. And it's like,
yeah,
that was me.
It was too much for me, sir. It was too much. I was ready to go home really quick.
That's a favorite.
We didn't use the pedigree. Oh Jesus.
My favorite moment, I would have to say,
or Tombstone. He's saying.
My favorite moment. Oh wow, yeah. My favorite moment was probably Yes Way. I like his dog, by the way.
Yeah, it's her dog. Yeah.
Oh, it's her. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
The mod's laughing hysterical. I don't know if you can hear it, but
Killing her.
She said farts at ringside. For real, literally. If I had to pick my favorite moment, stop. My favorite moment. I think my favorite moment was I helped this promotion become a promotion, and we all came together, and it's called GIPW, Georgia Independent Pro Wrestling. And I would have to say my favorite moment would have been when I actually finally won the title.
Ooh,
I felt like I worked up for it, and the crowd was like hot. I'll send y'all the match that way y'all can be like, okay, yeah, the crowd will pop for that. And it was only probably 80 to 90 people there, but it sounded like it was about 300 there when I won. So that was a very fun moment for me. And it was just like a breath of fresh air, like, oh, all this hard work finally paying off. You know what I mean? So
yes, Ben, we're on YouTube.
Oh, Benny was asking.
I was responding to him already. So
okay, didn't know.
Benny's cool, man. He's really cool. He promotes the backyard fed that I used to be in when I was backyard wrestling, and I hate I want those guys to get trained, but I hate that people down people for having a passion for wrestling. Like you have to come if they're not in the business. Don't down them for being backyard wrestlers. Yeah, okay, they're crazy. They're doing dumb shit. So
he wants you to do GCW. He wants you to do GCW.
GWC. Check it out. Yeah. I mean, I know they have some of my old stuff on there. But I mean, and at the end of the day, I tell it, some people don't, some guys won't say, hey, I was a backyarder. But I mean, how you gonna forget where you came from? I bet Peyton Manning threw his first football touchdown in his backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he got coached up to be a professional, right? That's what you do. But until then, let these guys enjoy what they love. I mean,
I'm sure it's Zack Ryder too.
That's the closest thing they get to Seth Rollins, CM Punk, the Young Bucks. Let's not talk about how many people has been backyard.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, exactly. Those guys. Zack Ryder. I'm pretty sure Kurt Hawkins too were both backyarders.
Yeah, man.
So.
I mean, and I'm sure it's a lot of them that have not said that they were backyarders. You know what I mean? But I mean, you got to start somewhere. You got to try somewhere. And I don't want to catch no heat. And they be like, "Oh, he promotes backyard wrestling." I said, let these boys have fun safely until they get up enough money, because it is very expensive. I just threw myself in there and got lucky to be around the right people to pay a certain amount. But it is very expensive to pay for wrestling school.
Christopher Daniels and Kazarian were also back. Well, they were actually doing backyard wrestling, I think, while they were training the Young Bucks. I don't know if you know that story.
I did not know that story.
Yeah, so
that's very interesting.
But
is that in there? I need to get their book.
I think they were training with them. So
well, as they were backyarding.
No, well, the Young Bucks started a backyard wrestling ring in the ring. They were talking about that. I think Kazarian and Daniels were the ones that guided them to become wrestlers.
What's the name of that book? I want to get that for sure.
To Kill in the Business, or
yes, To Kill in the Business one.
Yeah. So,
what do you say? Backyarding can become a positive with the right work. I agree.
So there was also that one. What is your finishing move?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I always forget this guy. I'm sorry. He's a big guy though.
It is. It's called Welcome to Skrillville, but it's a backdrop into a rock bottom, pretty much.
Oh wow, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
The backyard.
Young Bucks, Killing the Business.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He said it's a great book, by the way.
Yeah, I want to read it so bad. Plus, with the internet, you can make some bank with a backyard. Yeah, but see, that's where it becomes a problem because
then everyone's gonna want to do it.
Exactly, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Well, they're killing the business. They're trying to make money off backyard wrestling." Like, so at the end of the day, like the main goal, if you're going to backyard wrestle, it needs to be, I'm prepping myself to get ready to get trained by somebody. So you need to save your money wherever, like, and at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying don't sell your shirts or nothing like that, but don't bank on thinking that you're going to make money off backyard wrestling because people are already saying it's killing the business. And, people listen to everything everybody say nowadays. So it's just like you're in a hard place trying to do it like that. So the best thing for you to do is just go out there and work hard, like I did. Like I knew I was gonna get heat for being a backyarder, but look where I'm at now. Like, and I can just shove it in their face. Like, you downed me from day one because you seen me in the backyard wrestling, and now I went from the backyard to being on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
But it's funny. I mean, what's the difference in backyard stuff? And I mean,
it's a difference.
No. That wasn't what I was trying to say. But okay, you everybody has to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you start wrestling with your toys or your couch cushions, and you move up.
Oh boy, listen, yes.
And you move up. So I don't understand why there's so much hate on backyard when it's it's basically a beginner thing.
You get hurt.
Most of the people that talk crap about it are in the business for money. Most of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but
not because they're hard.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
If they know if their passion was wrestling, then they know that they've wrestled their what are they called? What is it? I mean, I know guys got slam buddies now, but back in the day it was called something else.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you got a whole plethora of them. Like, my girl wanted to be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, she's living vicariously through me. Like, and
you still can.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, and now I'm getting her trained up too. So we're gonna smarten her up real soon.
Even though I'm 38, I could still do it, but I'm kind of like, I'm better off doing this because people know me by now.
34.
I'm 34, man, and I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life.
I do a lot of stuff with Special Olympics because I'm a bowler, I'm a swimmer, stuff like that.
Man, I commend you for that. And
that's
whenever
amazing.
Are you still doing that right now?
Yep.
Like during COVID?
My team does. We've been doing like the at home games. I got like third place in the recent games that they just had.
Okay.
I do like push-ups, jumping jacks, squats, power punches.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Bro, listen, if I'm ever in the New York area, I will come and do that with you. I love stuff like that, man.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, like, you were talking about your merch. Where can the fans find your shirt?
Store Frontier, right?
So I have some things on Store Frontier, yes, but there are some things that I have made that I can't sell on there. So you can, of course, hit him up on social media at any point in time, or
we'll ship it to you.
Yeah, ship it to you. Everything.
We got to send them some stickers.
Sounds good.
He wants some stickers, so we'll send them.
And we just got new wristbands
in.
I don't have it with me right now. I gave mine away. But
can you see it?
Hey, that's fire. I want one of those. Yeah, well, so we're
us.
Yeah. I like that.
We just actually won a female wrestler from London, England.
Oh yeah, thanks, Josh. I do got some stuff on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I do have stuff on Pro Wrestling Tees as well.
So
it's under GIPW's page though.
Just that it's funny every episode we always promote Pro Wrestling Tees, and I got to get us. We have to be on there. I keep trying to get my mom to help me make a shirt and put it on there, but it's hard because our logo is
and it's really hard.
I mean, you got to approve. They got to approve to have you on there. Then they got to approve the logo. Then they got to
approve your account. Then they have to approve you to sell anything. You have to sign a contract. And then you have to upload your images, but it has to be a certain thing and a certain way. And like I did mine too small for one of them, so they wouldn't approve it. Oh, well, our normal t-shirts are usually this by this, so you have to make it this and this. And then if it's not a certain format, they won't even accept it. And if it's not a certain size, they won't accept it.
Right.
So a few of his shirts I can't even put on there because they won't approve it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I want to go on there. My mom,
like, we don't mind like shipping things out to people. Like, so.
I don't.
She'll she'll get all the orders,
bit, but
she'll get all the orders in and we'll just send them all out at once. But I mean, we got plenty of merch.
Yes, because
Alfie,
she went.
I was like, I said, Alfie, I'm gonna send you a sticker, and she's like, can I send you a T-shirt? And I was like, well, it's two of us, and she's like, give me your addresses. So I gave him. I said, Geek, can I give your address to this girl from England? He was like, okay. She said, what size do you guys wear? And I said, I wear a large, and Geek wears a medium.
Well, worst thing you can do is send you some tea with it, right?
Yeah, but her character is a psycho heel. Her character is a psycho heel.
Yeah,
Geek got scared immediately. He's like, "Oh my god,
she's the psycho heel." You said,
yeah. So I'm like,
like pulling her hair or whatever.
Yeah, she.
No. Not that one.
Not that one.
Okay.
Her character.
When I was scrolling.
She gives a girl a concerto. Okay.
Yeah, there's a video I posted on the dude that page.
Wow.
She gave a girl a fucking concerto.
That's on the page. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my boy Joey, man. Shout out to my boy Joey Corbin, man. He's one of the Georgia workers, man. Good guy.
Hey, what's going on, Joey? Welcome to the Ringside Crew.
Yeah.
Here's
And,
your
tell her to make sure she just sends me a message at Skrilla the Great, and I'll send her some merch. We can get the merch thing going for her.
Yeah. It's so funny because I told Geek, it's like he's like, she's really gonna send us. I wrote a sticker for a T-shirt ? And the emoji like, I was like, it's a piece of paper with a little sticky. In my head, I was like, it's a piece. I had that dude from what's that? What's that? Oh my god! It Always Rains in Philadelphia, like the little numbers, like a piece of paper with sticky stuff on it for a T-shirt you could wear any day you want.
You guys, do you guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I love that show. That show was hilarious.
I have a shirt that says It's Always Sunny in Skrilladelphia.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty cool, man.
The thing is, I think I know why she said, I think I know why she decided to send me and Geek a T-shirt. We are in America. She's from London, England.
Right.
That's her face, her image in America. And people are like,
Who's that? Who's that?
Alfie.
Look her up.
Alfie. Psycho heel.
Very smart.
I never heard her voice, and she said apparently the way she speaks is like a broken, was it like almost like a Ebonics kind of British. This is Alfie.
Okay.
She's cute.
Okay.
I love British accents. So where I live, they have like camps that come around here, and they have like the people from different countries. So in my store, I was a greeter. So I would go get these British girls, and they get to know me, and they were like, "Oh my god, Hello, Joe. How's it going? How's your day? Everybody being nice to you? Because I used to tell them, these people are assholes, me, man. They treat me like I'm a piece of shit, like I'm the doormat. They're like, oh, Joe, language. You have such a potty mouth.
Man, you were good with the voices, homie.
He does great voices. I swear to God, sometimes they're spot on.
I'm almost sure. We were on the CPW, the wrestling promotion. Alfie promotes. Lance was on the Instagram, the YouTube channel, and they were doing like a live. And Lance goes in there. Geek goes in there. He's watching, and they're like, they say, "Dang, hey dudes," and the guy goes, "Oh, dudes at ringside, oh, we're gonna have you in a few months." And Lance is just like, "Yeah, you're not talking. Oh, we've been talking to them. I'll be going on with them in November." And Lance is like, "You were watching? I guess I know he probably."
How did he say November? Say it again.
November. November. It was hilarious. It was like
the thing just glitch out and say 90 and then go to 10.
Wow, did it?
I think it might have glitched just now, but I was like, wait, am I awake or is this just like
what happened?
No, I could have sworn the thing went to 90 viewers. And then I think it 90? Glitched. Like, now it's 4. Yeah, it went to 14 just now. So
what? That's weird.
Yeah.
So all right. So I got another question.
Cool.
What was your favorite storyline? Nobody ever asks this. Like, what was your favorite, the best storyline of all time to you?
Oh my God, I'll go first. The lead up for the Shawn Michaels versus Triple H match at SummerSlam.
Boy, that's a good one.
That one made me so mad. I cried. I was
what? So then I thought they were getting back together, and then
I was like, "Yes, it's happening." What? I'm like, I'm gonna be at that pay-per-view.
Made me hate Triple H for a long time.
I fell on my knees. I was like, "This motherfucker." Then I popped up like Taker. I was like, "I'm gonna be there."
That was definitely a good one right there for sure.
I think every
time I paid for that ticket. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The best story I would have to say it's probably Daniel Bryan win the title at 30.
Ooh, and you mean the one where it was supposed to be CM Punk if he would have just be still for
the way how it all made sense. The John Cena versus Daniel Bryan match. the Daniel Bryan match at SummerSlam, and then him getting screwed over to not being in the Royal Rumble to win the title at WrestleMania 30.
Yep.
What a story that was.
I got to go as much as I would love to go anywhere else. I've never really, other than Sean and Brett, I've never really I've never seen nobody tell a story for a whole year and I'd be intrigued into it like The Rock and John Cena.
That's true because 1 year they said, okay, there'll be WrestleMania. We're going to wrestle in Miami.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They told that story and then everybody was hooked.
I just saw it. Yeah, dude, even though Rock wasn't there that's what built the suspense even more. Like, would you expect a Hollywood star to be there every Monday? No, it's storytelling. Why would he be there every damn Monday? You know what I mean? I like that one too. He said Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. That one was good.
That was a good lead up because they had the whole thing with the family separating and the fighting, and then he burned down the Wyatt compound.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Which one are we talking about? The one this year or the one?
I think he's talking about the one where or I don't know. We got to ask him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Edge return. Oh, yeah. My friend was there. My friend Justin was in Houston when that return happened. Oh my God!
And I knew, and I still had like goosebumps, like
chills when that music hit.
Another honorable mention is Johnny Gargano win the title at Barclays Center.
Oh yeah.
That was long overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Long overdue. Too bad it wasn't Ciampa though.
Ah, yeah, no shit.
Because the match is still great,
Hell, fucking Punk and Cena was really good.
That one from Money in the Bank, yeah, definitely.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Insane
Have
energy.
you ever heard of this female wrestler? Sorry to interrupt, but
No, you good. What does it say? Rebel Kill? I've never heard of her. I mean, I ain't trying to sell her short either if she's watching or anything. I have not.
I'm trying to get. She does have a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. Kind of cool looking shirt.
If anything, the wrestlers could watch the show afterwards too.
Geek always gets me every time we like. It's the thing about our guests. We get a lot of female wrestlers, and Geek always gets me. He always gets me. Oh, Joe, why do you always have to get the female wrestlers? I know why, Geek. Because the female wrestlers bring in the views. The males did too.
Facts.
The guys have the good stories. These girls have these interesting stories.
No disrespect, ladies, but I mean, hell, they throw them out there so they can't get mad at me for saying this, but ass and titty sells.
And the girl,
but they'll get mad at me for saying that, but they got their boobs hanging out and they got their shorts with their ass cheeks hanging out.
Literally. Yeah, we did that. Oh my god! You know how much controversy we came out with looking like Rico. You know what's funny? I met Rico.
Rico is a police officer, right? If I'm not
mistaken. He's still alive because I was sick.
What? Oh, really? Seriously?
Someone said Rico was sick. He was sick for a while. I looked at. Everyone's got to research that. Is Rico still sick? Because Rico was sick for a while.
Yeah.
He was sick. I met him outside the garden.
I did not know that.
I met him outside the garden. It was so hilarious because I was so nervous because the first time I met like that era's wrestlers. I was outside the garden. Wrestlers were walking up the garden, and Rico was there, and everybody was pushing against the barricade. And he's like, "What do you want me to sign?" And I'm like,
"What do you want me to say, guy?"
And he was like this. He was like this. He was like, "Stop shaking." And I'm like,
"Yeah,
okay."
My hand is shaking. She can see my hand. I'm like, he's like, "I'm not gonna sign anything if you don't stop shaking." I was like, really? Oh, I have tons of awesome stories that I've met wrestlers and met people.
Yeah.
I met Test and Matt Hardy in the mall at right before WrestleMania.
A long time ago. Wow.
And I mentioned how much I love Lita to Matt Hardy, and he was just like, "Oh, that's cool." Test's like, "Man, you love your girl, man. I don't know." And I was just like, "I love her. She's my favorite." And he's like, "I don't know, Matt. You can take care of this." He's like, "Nah, man. He's a fan. V1." I'm like, "Yeah, V1, man."
So tell him about the garden. Tell him about the garden story. Tell him what happened.
Which one? Oh wait, and then we get to the end of WrestleMania.
Part two.
I'm sitting by the glass window. Matt and Lita are leaving. Matt looks over and sees me, and he goes, Lita's like, with her bag, she's like, and he goes like this. And she's like this. She looks back at me and goes,
"What?"
No, you did that.
I was going. I'm like, oh, it made me so happy.
No, you're telling the story wrong, man. You were saying V1 at the time. And V1,
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
And then Lita waved at him.
Lita, it felt like for me that moment in the Sandlot after he kisses Wendy Peppercorn and she's like looking at him over the bars and he came back in the pool again and she's
one of my favorite scenes ever too.
She waves him like that. I died in my head. If I was squinting. Lita was Wendy Peppercorn.
Bro, Squintin is a beast, man. He worked the hell out of her, bro. Do you understand me? Like, just the wink after she like turned away. He's like,
that's why I like Squint, because look at the glasses. I got the little glass, my red glass. These are if I can go put these on Pro Wrestling Tees, I'd put just a t-shirt with these on it, just my glasses and my little hat.
Nice. Yeah, that's
would be great.
I was about to say that'd be, boy, you'd sell right there.
These are my trademarks. I made the. I was sitting here with my silver highlighters.
Love them.
Weren't we just talking about shades?
Yep.
Yeah.
Needed something trademarked to myself. Red glasses, and then my cousin made me this hat.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That would actually be. Listen, you need to start working on that. I let me know because I'll be your first buyer.
For sure.
We got the shirt too, but
we're trying to get our shirts up. It's kind of hard because we have this logo and we had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Yeah,
I'll pay by the later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got one.
Okay.
What moment in wrestling made you cry like your mom left you forever?
Oh,
Joey
Jesus Christ.
Joe, you start.
You go first.
He said, "Start."
All right. My girlfriend would know this one for me. This is gonna be real sad, but when Johnny won the title at Barclay,
Okay.
I know, but whatever.
No.
Dude, for him to work so hard to win the title, man.
I agree.
That place was loud too. So when he won, so.
So,
My moment goes back.
Go ahead.
My moment goes back to the golden era. It's kind of sad. I was at Madison Square Garden with the day they announced Andre the Giant's death.
That hurts
I
my
was
soul.
at the Garden when it was like right before another match. The Fink is doing his little commercials he always does, promoting, and he's like, "We have some good news and some." He's like the shirt. He's like, the guy comes to the ring, and goes, Fink's like, "We have some good news, fans, and some bad news. The good news is we have new Undertaker t-shirts with the ripped sleeves." Then he shows the front and back. "But the bad news is Andre the Giant has passed away." You could not hear a pin. You would heard a pin drop all from the top deck of the Garden over to the bottom. And me going, "Dad, what just happened?" Like freaking out. The Garden's quiet. Like little hyperactive Randy going, "Huh? What happened?" Yeah.
That was another great one. When Ric Flair retired, dude, that was sad.
Oh yeah. No. What happened? Oh, she's reading. It's getting slow motion. I'm getting worried. Yeah. So many.
What you got, Geek?
Oh, Geek.
I told you the Johnny Gargano story and the one when Bailey won the title at Barclays. Also.
That's right. She thinks she knows mine. So which one you think it is?
Okay, so Hogan switching one.
That's it. That's the one.
The heel turn. The heel turn.
When Hogan turned to the NWO, I was literally like, I see people throwing stuff at him, and I'm throwing shit at my TV. You know what I'm saying?
So another one was the tag team. Well, no, yeah. It was the same thing where he turned on Macho Man. It's the same thing.
That's one too.
Yeah.
I was, yeah. And then, man, just Edge's retirement was the hardest thing to take.
How do you feel about him returning?
It was amazing, dog. Like I cried with joy. Like I cried when he left, and I cried with joy when we seen him because it was like I knew he was gonna be there, but it was just like you don't know when they're coming out at the Royal Rumble. So when he came, I was at BJ's house. We fucking flipped.
I'm reading the comments. I'm not laughing at you.
Did you see the reaction that was put on Facebook? I went viral.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is amazing.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Oh my God.
And the sad part about it was they were so lazy they didn't even they could have at least got a black hand. It was a damn white hand because she was talking to She was talking to Mark Henry at that point. Found a black hand.
But see, there you go. That's the scandal part about it. It ain't your baby. Like,
whoa, I see what they did there.
Tossed in that southern accent. I heard that, y'all baby.
Man, the ultimate country girl is right here.
As I said, if me and Geek are ever in Atlanta, we know where we can hang out and have some yummy food.
Yes.
For real though.
Yes.
For real. She can throw down, bro.
And I love my fried food. I love my fried chicken. I love collard greens. I love fried fish, except for shrimp. I'm allergic.
Once again,
you go with macaroni and cheese too, because that is my specialty.
Oh, I'll eat anything. But
I need a fucking nice fucking slice of pizza. You know, like I need one.
That's the running joke of the podcast right there.
If you ever what is your go-to kind of pizza? There you go.
Just pepperoni.
There we go. We can hang out. That's my
boy. Yeah.
We'll call it the Skrilla dudes at ring.
Yeah, man.
We'll call it the Skrilla Dudes at Ringside Pizza Podcast. There we go.
Let's get it, man.
You got to get it Brooklyn style. Well done.
Right. And I mean, I hate to go off from wrestling, but dude, Ninja Turtles made me want New York pizza so bad. Just the way it was sliding off, man.
Oh. That's how New York does it. Like everyone goes, "What's your favorite pizza place in New York?" And you go look around, you're like,
there is some bad ones.
We're gonna go this one. We're gonna go this one. We're gonna go that one.
Right.
And I bet they're all like small businesses.
Yeah. Definitely.
I wouldn't mind a dog with some sauerkraut on it too, boy.
Oh yeah. We could bring you to Coney Island, get you a nice Nathan's hot dog.
We'll bring all the fans in the comments. We'll have a Skrilla. What is it? Skrilla dudes at Coney Island.
You gotta say hot dog. Can't say hot dog. Gotta go
hot dog with a soda pop. With a soda pop.
Yeah, soda pop. Yes,
the Skrilla Dudes Pizza Podcast.
Sit on the boardwalk. Look at Brooklyn. Look at the ocean in Brooklyn.
Oh,
it can be like, listen.
That'd be beautiful.
Get some Coney Island.
How would we market that now, Joe? We'd call it. Come on, that's a running joke of the show now.
Pizza Podcast. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, but we have to include Skrilla somehow in it.
Skrilla Pizza Podcast.
Skrilla Dudes Pizza Podcast or something like that.
Skrilla and the Dudes.
Or the greatest pizza podcast, right?
There you go.
Make pizza and podcast great again. You know,
we get the wrong crowd.
No, yeah, we would get the wrong crowd.
You guys remember we got a Puerto Rican and a black guy?
Listen.
I'm half Mexican.
I'm half Puerto Rican, so yeah.
But listen, I'm the king of controversy when it comes. So I mean, there's no filter when this mouth starts going. So
oh god.
And hey, you see, look, make wrestling great again.
Exactly right.
I need that hat.
We've been talking about that. We're gonna get something.
Uh-huh.
We've been talking about that.
The greatest pizza podcast. There we go. All right.
There it is. There it is.
That's it.
You guys collect anything?
Huh?
You guys collectors? Like you collect stuff? Like
I stopped, but I was collecting wrestling DVDs.
Ah.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them, dude.
Now, and I got a question.
I'm mad because I lost my. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm so mad that I don't have my home Coliseum WWF fucking VHS tapes, man. I'm so mad about that, bro.
Did you ever get a chance to meet any of the golden or the Attitude Era's legends? And if you have, did they ever give you any advice?
So when I met The Undertaker, I wasn't wrestling at that point. My father's my stepfather, he's in a group, in an R&B group, and they sung at SmackDown. So it was a surprise for me. And they were sharing the locker room with The Undertaker. And I can say this now because The Undertaker has blown kayfabe as far as the Undertaker gimmick. So, but this is my first time seeing the Undertaker in no gimmick. He's literally like me and you right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? The Undertaker is not really the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, holy shit! Like, because I mean, for forever, he'll tell you like he lived and breathed the gimmick like Ric Flair did. Like, he wouldn't talk to you at the airports. He wouldn't do none of that shit. Like, they were old school. They like kayfabe was sacred. You know what I mean? Like that shit's real to a lot of people still. But I mean, just I wish I would have met some of those guys. I think the only guy that I met recently that was, and I mean he watched my match, and it was Ron Simmons.
Oh wow,
man, I know, right? And like my kids are from the same town he's from in Georgia, which is Warner Robins. So it was cool to meet him when I met him, and he was just like, man, keep going, man. Like, a lot of guys ain't telling stories like how y'all telling stories no more. Because I was working a certain I think I was working the guy's arm. Or no, I was working his neck. I was working his neck. Shout out to Fry Daddy. His name's he's been in AEW lately too, Aaron Fry. But he's been on AEW Dark. But me and him was working, and I was working his neck, and he was like, man, guys don't tell that story. Like, if they work a certain, like, if the cutoff, so let's say the face is hot, they're shining, and the big cutoff is, let's say, the arm. They won't go back to it nowadays. But that's, if you cut them off with the arm, then you should be working the arm the whole time, because that's how you cut them off, right?
Yeah, it's a story.
That's the story. But some guys forget that because they be so caught up in their moves. I'm a big fan of 5 Moves of Doom. I mean, that
was a Cena thing, but I give a lot of credit.
I mean, but
to
that's a lot of guys. I mean, I think Hogan had like 3.
Yeah,
Andre too. Andre.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, The Rock had like 5 moves: the Samoan drop, the spine buster, the rock bottom, the sharpshooter, and the people's elbow.
Mm-hmm. Stone Cold didn't have that much moves, but it's how he sold everything.
He was just a brawler. And that's being that he had the gimmick he had. It was like
he was over.
Beer drinker. He coming in there swinging. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and then he stunned you.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Right. Yeah. He'll do the loose threads press. You know, the stomps in the corner. Yeah. And the stunner. That was it. Right. That was the whole thing.
That was one theme song that would come on if you could be sad anywhere you are. You don't have to be. You don't have to be at a wrestling event. You could be sitting at your friend's house and you just found out your dog died, and that glass shatters. The day goes back from shitty to like, fuck, this is gonna be a good day,
man. And and just by you saying that, it just made me think about the one that just literally like. It gave me the most goosebumps ever as a kid, and it was when it was The Rock versus Mankind, and Mick Foley finally won the title. But just like you didn't know where it was going because it was like the corporation was down there, and Stone Cold music hit, and it was like, holy shit, here we go. You know what I mean? You knew it was going to be a ride, and he just goes out there and fucking hits everybody with the chair.
That was a meme I saw online. I think it was on Facebook. I saw that meme. And I kind of I sent it to my friend on Facebook. I said, dude, this is me when all the management starts to talk crap about me in Walmart. You get a chair, and you get the chair, and you get a chair. Right. You get a chair.
Oh, wow. He's thank you so much. Thank you. But I had just recently had a match, and I sold the injury, and the crowd literally, it was like this. Like it was like that. It was like you could hear a pin drop in there. They legit thought I was hurt. Like, but I mean, I just sold it really well, and I'm forever grateful and seeing fans like that.
I'll have to go and find it and post it so they can see it.
That'll be one of the matches I send them. Yeah, but I mean, it got quiet. I mean, the GM. So we didn't tell nobody. It was the only people that knew was me, the ref, the worker, and the commentary booth, just so they could react the way I needed them to react. Mm-hmm. But oh my God, like the general manager and the owner did not know that I wasn't hurt, so they came in like they threw up the X's. The ref threw up the X's, and they came in there flying, dude. Like it was crazy.
through everything that he had on. I mean, like, I think it took him all of 3 steps to get there, and that was because he had to do a little skip hop over people's legs.
And then, like, I'm sitting there selling. He's like, bro, you good? Bro, you good? I was like, it's a word, bro. He's like, motherfucker. I was like, hey, it worked, didn't it? It worked.
Yeah,
so, who hits the home? Go, Geek. Then I'll go.
You're rambling.
Here it told you. Here it happens.
The heel turn right there.
Every time.
But what's your opinion on intergender matches, by the way?
That was coming.
So I talked to y'all about this one already, and I've only had. Well, no, I'll take that back. I had a couple, but the one that really stands out lately is the one I had with Dream Girl Ellie. Y'all have to look her up. She's really good too. She probably come on the podcast and she probably bring Loco with her. They're like a tag team. They're an intergender tag team. But he wears a mask. He's got like a Sin Cara looking mask, but he's really good.
Sounds familiar. The name's Dream Girl.
Loco.
Maybe I messaged her and I didn't get a message back because I messaged quite a people and then Geek gets mad at me because he's a mod now on the page. So if you get a message that says blah 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 Geek, he's not calling you a geek. It's just saying he's saying
that's who it is.
Yeah. Why did I message back? Maybe they think that he's calling them a geek.
No,
I message people and I get mad if I don't see him.
No, because I'm a mod on the page, so that's why I put -geek so they know it's Geek, not Joe.
I told him to do that.
So
hey, Thunderfeet. He's one of our buddies. Just came into the chat. Thunderfeet. He was his car go to indie shows with me. He's a really cool dude. He loves his ECW. Like you said, he's a big indie fan. He loves it like us.
So to answer your question, I had no idea how I was going to go into that match. So I did my homework and I watched a lot of Candice LeRae matches. Because
that's a good idea.
She tells some great stories against men, like not against women, against men. You know what I mean? Like, and she is telling some hellified stories. So I had to kind of use my brain and pick hers by watching the matches. And I had a good time, long as it tells a good story. Like I told you, like we told the story, like my mom, like that's what I told everybody, calm down. My mom told me to never hit a female, so I won't. And then she fucking slapped the dog shit out of me.
Oh,
after that. And the crowd went bananas. And I turned around and I was just like, okay. And then I made it look like I was going for the punch, and she worked me all the way up into the end to where I got super pissed and just clocked her. It was really it's a good. I'm gonna send y'all that one too. It was a really good show.
You could always name drop her whenever you see her again. You'd be like, "Hey, dudes at ringside are looking for interviews. They don't care."
Here you go. Hang on. It's a loud slap. Is it turned all the way up? Yeah. Yes. Here we go.
Oh, see, did you hear that all the way in Puerto Rico?
So I was about to say, I forgot I had my earrings in, and you can hear like the earring hitting the pole.
Oh, the ging.
Yeah, that you heard that little ting that went after she slapped. That was my earring hitting the post, bro.
I wish I knew about it before because I could have had it queued up.
Oh, you want me to show him the punch?
Yes.
Here's the punch.
I could have had that queued up right there. Oh crap! Mike Tyson her.
You know what that movie?
That's the only time. Hey kids, that's the only time a leg slap works. Okay, when the leg slap works.
You know the scene in Mike Tyson.
Do not go and hit women.
Yeah, that's
please. Do not.
I didn't really hit her. It was a leg slap.
That's not what we go by here, dudes at ringside. We don't call for views of women. But did you ever see The Hangover?
Yes.
You know that scene when Mike Tyson punches the guy in the face? That's what that looked like.
You got knocked the fuck out. They still got it.
It was good. But and that makes me think about. So I did not know. I just watched the Shawn Michaels story on A&E, And I did not know that Mike Tyson hit Shawn Michaels.
Really?
What?
Yeah, he hit him, bro. Like legit.
Wow.
Because like Shawn, Shawn was hurt right at this point. So he's like taking a whole bunch of pain pills because his back's fucked. And this is his last match on the way out. So he really don't want to do business anyway. So Vince told Tyson to give him a little one on the way out. Like, and you can see, like, if you go back and watch it now, you can see like Shawn like putting his like tongue on his mouth and shit. Like, okay, I see what y'all did.
Poor Shawn.
No, not poor Shawn back then. Not poor Shawn back then.
He got okey doked.
Poor Shawn back then. Poor Shawn back then wouldn't have lost his smile if it was poor Shawn.
You watch a lot of AW or WWE or
I try to watch a little bit of everything. Try to watch a little bit of everything because I can't be one-dimensional being a worker. So,
is there someone you think that has that it factor or that's up and coming or?
Well, he's on TV, Matt Riddle.
Riddle?
I mean, he's got the most goofiest gimmick in the world, but I mean, who's not the skater, get high, kick off my I mean, I'm just saying like he's
so that like Cali boy.
He's got the Cali boy gimmick, and I mean he's about to wrestle AJ Styles right now. I know this match is about to be good. Like wow, like, but like he's one of them.
We can take a commercial break and watch the match.
Darby is just a damn lawn dart boy. Like he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn.
You can take a commercial break, Lance, and we'll watch the match and come back. No, I'll be making it too long.
No. I'll definitely catch it later.
What's another up and coming right there is Skrilla the Great right there.
Hey,
that guy right there.
Hey, for sure. I mean, like I said, man, like I was telling my homeboy the other day, like, man, it is a complete blessing because you said, and that was another thing I forgot to say back when I was young, but I've moved so many times to where I don't have them anymore. But back when I was young, I used to collect Sports Illustrated covers. Like I used to collect them things. So for me to be on, and I can't wait till it becomes like out in a magazine, but to see myself throwing a drop kick on the Sports Illustrated cover, I legit about fell to my knees and cried, dude. Like that was one of the most beautiful moments of my life doing this thing that I love to do, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, Velveteen Dream. Don't say that name. You'll get shadow banned.
He was such a good worker, man. God, he was such a good worker. It hurts. It hurts.
It does.
We'll get shadow banned like our Instagram page.
That whole thing.
We got shadow banned, man. We couldn't. Now we can't add anybody for some reason on our Instagram. I don't know why. Somebody follows, we go try to follow them. It shows unfollow. I'm like, I don't want these people thinking we don't want to follow them. We couldn't message people.
And you said another. If we're gonna talk AEW, like I said, Hangman Page is like, he's a diamond in the rough. Like, I mean, he's over, but he's still a diamond in the rough to me. Like, I don't think he gets enough credit, man. He can really work, bro. He can really work.
Everyone from Jungle Boy to MJF is another one, you know.
Yeah, MJF is really good. MJF is really, really, really good.
He's from around my town right there. He's from Plainview.
You want him to come on the podcast? I'm afraid he'll be too. He'll probably give us the real gruff.
Oh yeah, you probably shoot him.
Why am I here? Like that.
He'll be like, you guys are a bunch of noobs or something like that.
I got it.
To answer your question, I think my woman is getting in the process of getting it framed for me. I just seen that comment right
What's
there.
that?
The Sports Illustrated thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's a promotion. The two promotions I'll suggest to go when you come east. NYWC, that's a New York Wrestling Connection, and the one in Boston, Massachusetts that we've been watching. I've been watching a lot since we had Davey and the Not American Sweetheart. Limitless Wrestling.
I've heard of that one. I've heard of that one.
It's chaotic.
I think Leo Rush was there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers that came out of Boston. That's what the greatest manager said.
What's the one? What's the one in Pennsylvania?
MLW.
MLW is in Pennsylvania?
No, not that one. What is it? GCW? I think it is.
I think
a girl
that's
that's in PA that's going to come on our podcast.
That's Jersey. Oh. That's right, Jersey. That's right. You're right.
You're right.
You're talking about CZW.
CZW is good too. CZW is good, but you said it was. I had it wrong. It's in Jersey. GCW. I want to go there too. I definitely want to go there too. Yeah, definitely. Like you said once.
Jersey since Jersey Shore came out, so I'm all for it.
Oh goodness!
As I say, if I go see Geek and you guys are in New York, you guys hit us up. We'll meet up and we'll have pizza. We'll hang out. We'll have tacos.
See, you pulling.
Tacos.
I'm about to say he pulling my heartstrings because my mom's coming up there in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, man.
I was too bad you couldn't come up next week. Me and Geek will be going to 2 wrestling shows in one day.
It's not next weekend. Is it next week?
We got the next.
The 17th.
The 17th. Me and Geek have 2 wrestling shows we're going to in one day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got to
NYPC at 1 o'clock and VPW at 7:30. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh my God, Riddle! So y'all know Riddle's legs hurt, right? Or his ankle?
Really?
Yeah, that's the storyline, and he's doing the Karate Kid right now, like on one leg. Oh, he hit it, dude! He hit it. Nice.
That boy, he has
leg and everything. He did the
Karate Kid.
Like the backbreaker, but he did it with his knee.
You talking about AJ? AJ's got one of the most beautiful backbreakers.
Land on him
instead
of the back. He had old boy's knee land on him.
Who throws one of your favorite backbreakers?
Oh, backbreakers?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm not saying who does the best 450 splash. I'm just not like whatever.
There's so many people that get mad when you say, "Oh, this guy's better than that guy." They all have their own style,
right?
Like Rob Van Dam had his for ECW. Mm-hmm. Eddie Guerrero had it because that was
Eddie's Tilt-A-Whirl. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful.
Like nobody gives credit to the certain person that you would never think they would do a pile driver. Ravishing Rick Rude. His was like a spike pile driver. If you watch some old school WWF, and I didn't realize, so I was watching. I'm like, dude, he does have a good pile driver.
Indeed, bro. I agree.
He's known for the Rude Awakening, but
okay, so let's not. Okay, I'm taking Jake the Snake out of this conversation because we know that's the man of the DDTs. But taking him out, who's got a better DDT?
Oh, Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, his
Tommy Dreamer's DDT is the DDT.
What about Roderick Strong's backbreaker? He's the Messiah.
Oh, yeah, he's got a good one too. He does got a good one.
Prime Roderick Strong was the Messiah.
I completely agree on that one. God, I forgot about Rod.
To do the backbreakers.
I do that shit. I love the backbreakers, dude. I love it.
So yes, if you want to watch,
look, Raven was a good one, but I was gonna say Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson had a mean DDT. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to watch your boys show our podcast, he's going to be on the podcast on September 20th at 11 p.m. Your boy Jason, Jerry.
Oh yeah,
yeah. September 20th.
Nice. I'll make sure I tune in.
Yeah, it's driving crazy.
Y'all got them lined up. Man, y'all all the way back.
We're booked. We're booked up right now. He was saying the running joke of the elevators. You know when you go to the wrestling store, you go to the FYE or something like that.
Yeah.
The wrestlers there. All the wrestlers are lined up to get on the Dudes at Ringside podcast.
Yeah, we need to make a shirt that has a picture of us on the front, like just talking like this, like a cartoon picture of us just talking.
That's dope.
And it has the people go from the front all the way around to the back, and like this, like outline of
like all the way at the back of the line.
Yeah, back of the line.
Back of the shirt, back of the line.
And then have me in a conversation with somebody that's trying to cut in line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and there's another. It should be another shirt where Russell's trying to schedule a date, and then Joe's just yelling at calendar.
No, that's my joke. I'm sitting there when I'm scheduling the people. I'm sitting in my bed, always crouching. For some reason, I'm always crouching on my bed. I'm like talking to them. I'm like, dude. And I'm looking around my calendar. I keep it next to my bed like it's like a puppy or a kitten. It just sits next to my bed on the below me on the floor, like just not sitting on a box. I don't know why I do that, but it's just there. And I'm sitting there with my phone in my hand, talking to my luck. It's always a lady, and I'm like, yes, date's good. Date.
Is this date good? Oh, great. Calendar.
Yeah, I'm going calendar. Oh, there you are. My head has eyes.
But do you eat a steak with sauce or no?
What's that?
Do you eat a steak with sauce or no?
Depending on like where I got the steak from. If I got the steak from like a nice place, my mom always gets steaks by me. There's like a meat, like a what do I call those places? Like we get like fresh.
Yeah, the butcher.
Yeah, we get it from there. I don't put anything on it. I just eat it like that. If you get it from like the store, maybe I'll put a little A1 sauce on it just to like give it a
little Heinz.
But my dad gets mad. We put ketchup on a steak. My dad's like,
"Oh my god, I hate when people do that."
I used to do that as a kid. I stopped doing that. I'm like, it ruins the flavor.
Man, I remember my great grandma used to put ketchup on her pizza, and I'm like,
ever put hot sauce on your pizza?
Pizza was weird too.
Ranch on pizza is amazing.
No, I used to think it was so weird because I never grew up seeing anybody do
I got you.
Chicken bacon ranch. That's the best pizza right there.
Oh,
yes,
you stop. You shut your dirty
favorite.
mouth. You shut your dirty mouth.
That is by far my favorite.
You about to get a finishing move today.
Yeah. Call Pizza Hut.
It's not 12 o'clock. That thing's still open.
I know, right? It's terrible.
Oh, we got another friend of yours.
Who? Which one?
Charles,
what up, dude?
Hello.
Yo, Charles. I'm a break kayfabe a little bit. I know he ain't gonna like it, but that's my agent right there. Like, he's the one that calls me and makes sure. Oh, hey, you went to the gym today, didn't you? Yeah.
Did you tell him you were coming on the podcast? I guess you did.
I did. Yeah, he knew. He said, "I'm gonna tune in." He said, "I'm gonna tune in."
He's an agent. Did he have to look us up and see if we were worth it? You know, like that's all.
I kind of didn't tell him about it until like last minute, so he probably would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But we told him today, and I knew he was on it. Like, oh, let me go look up and see what they.
Don't worry, dude. We're cool. We're one of the most cool, mellow. It's like hanging. This is what I say. This is not like an interview.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hangout.
It's a hangout,
man. And just like I told you, like I know she get tired of me talking about wrestling all the damn time. So it's pretty cool to open up and be able to talk to other people about it too. Yeah,
it doesn't bother me. Hush your mouth.
And our show is still better than Raw, by the way.
Oh God,
facts. I agree.
Mexican.
I mean, I haven't seen nothing. I mean, this match is probably good, but I haven't. Other than that, I haven't seen.
It's been all right.
Yeah,
I've seen a few like.
And I mean, it's kind of weird. Like I can't really get into it because like Riddle's doing all of Randy Orton's moves. You know what I mean? Like he just did the DDT. That's funny that we were just talking about DDTs and he did it, but
yeah,
it's
like going on. Have you ever done that Instagram talking about something? And then it like the next day, it's all on your news feed on Instagram.
Man, Instagram, Facebook.
Freaks me out. I'll be talking about a female wrestler I want to get on the podcast, and there she is, all in her glory, all posing like, I'm like, girl, you know I'm single. I can't stare at your pictures all day.
So now that we're going there, so who's your favorite female manager?
Oh, manager? Oh, Geek, you go first.
Zelina.
Zelina.
No, Zelina. Zelina Vega.
Yeah, she was good.
Nobody cuts promos like her. You know.
as annoying as she was, I got to go with Vicky Guerrero.
Oh God,
yeah. Huh?
Yep.
Nobody got heat like Vicky Guerrero.
Right?
Yeah, excuse me.
I'll go with Goldust's soul manager, his ex-wife too.
Terry Reynolds.
Oh man, I want Terry. I'm little like her. Me and her will be like running around like two little minions. Let's go. No one will find us. And she's that big cigar.
Oh God, yes.
I'll have her dressed like that if she came out to the ring with me with that gold dress.
Charles said Miss Elizabeth. I gotta agree with that.
Oh, come on, that's everybody's dream girl in the 80s, Miss Elizabeth, coming out in the dress, so walking in front of you, bringing you to the ring.
I remember when Macho Man had like a clique, and I was in love with Gorgeous George. Oh my gosh, she was beautiful.
Still is. Have you seen her? She still is. She's crazy, but she's big time stripper now, but she's still hot.
I mean, she always looked like a stripper to me anyway. I think that's why, like, I was just in love. She gave me the movie Pamela Anderson Lee was in vibes. What was it called? Barbed Wire?
Yeah.
Was it Barbed Wire? Yep.
Yeah. I
think that was what was Sable gimmick was looking, but I think Gorgeous George would have pulled it off even better.
Yeah.
Who's the toughest opponent you ever faced? Like, you'd say
Logan fucking Creed. Yeah, I think he's what is it, Max Kruger or something in MLW right now. I can't remember, but he's with Contraband or Contra. Yeah,
Contra.
So,
yeah,
dude, the man is a man. He's not even a man. He's a heathen. He is something else. But he trained.
It's hard or
what? He's got one of the meanest chops there is in the game.
me or the Walters?
I don't know. I've never taken a Walter chop, but I mean, Logan Creed's hands look like a damn bear claw. Okay,
man,
my hand disappears when I shake his hand.
I mean, hell, he's like legit.
He's legit. Like there's a lot of workers out here that say they're 7 foot tall, but he's legit the closest one to 7 foot tall out here. He's like 6'10".
Oh man, greatest manager would love this guy. He's looking for a giant. So
he loves giants.
Yeah.
Huge.
So hey, send me the info. I'll send it to him.
Oh my God. This is come on right now. This dude, his hair looks like he's like. All I'm gonna say is greatest manager. He could sell a salt to a slug.
Really?
He had to speak on
talks,
the show.
He's a great talker. Great talker.
Oh my God, he's a great talker.
That's dope.
For Geek's birthday, we had Tamaku from Texas on the podcast. Savage Juggernaut.
Okay.
And they didn't know each other from Hole in Wall. One's from Boston, greatest manager. Tamaku's from Texas. They
decided to team up.
And they were just double teaming on me the whole time. The little panther, I bet
you was like a kid at a candy store, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm being beat up by two great wrestlers. Because before this, me and Geek, as I said, never knew any of these guys, never knew you. And we start this thing, and now we're pretty much known all over the world.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. That's awesome.
And this is why I love this, because we're spreading you guys, people like Riley Mezzers that would have never seen you before. Now it's going to be probably sitting on his phone or on his laptop as he's watching us on Instagram. Hope he's still watching us. Like going, Skis the Great. I'm going to go watch this on YouTube.
Yeah, or something.
I would love, like, and that's one thing. It's at the end of the day, not only are we out putting our lives on the line, like this is a networking business. Like you got to help the next man get over, man. It's part of the business, or it's gonna die. You know what I mean? So that's why I have my proteges. Like I'm trying to help a lot of guys. Like one of them is Sean Angelo Montana. We can get him on here too. He's like every time I look at him, I'm just like, oh, look at that guy. Like it's a beautiful thing. Like even though I'm a worker, it's also a beautiful thing to see guys come up and like my boy Bryce Cannon. Like he's He's an upcoming. He works for Luke Gallows' promotion, and he's really good. He's really good. He's just got to keep going.
You know somebody else that they should try and bring on?
Who? Zach Mosley.
No.
Who?
Aaron.
Oh yeah, Aaron Black.
Aaron Black.
Yeah, no doubt. So when we did the Sports Illustrated thing, he was like the one that they interviewed because he's like the in-ring or the locker room leader, and he's phenomenal. I'll definitely link him with y'all so y'all can talk to him. That's her.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh Lord. Yeah, Candy Cannoli is Zach Mosley's girl. So, yeah, she'd definitely be with him if they did the little podcast with you guys.
Here's another tag team we were trying to get for the Friday that we have all these. Oh God! So the Friday the 6th.
Okay, Charles. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. I just seen what you put up there.
Yeah. Like if you're around on Friday the 16th, me and Geek have interviews pretty much lined all day. Geek wanted to kill me. I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Long Island, so I'm like, Geek, let's just spread ourselves out all through the day. So we will be live on Instagram.
I'll probably be at Pro Show.
Well, you can probably catch it.
But no, like while I'm on the road, I'll watch it. Like that's not a problem.
We have Alfie from England. Then we have another girl from England, and then we just landed a girl from Scotland.
Okay.
And then the girl I was talking to before that I asked to send a picture, didn't send anything. I keep realizing time. I'm learning time zones. It's so hilarious. I'm like, we're in. What time is it in England? Whoa.
That's why they're not texting. That's why they're not texting, Joe.
That's why they're not texting. Wait, what did? Oh.
So if you guys were like wrestlers, who would your dream match be? Oof. You versus who?
Oh, I got it first. I would definitely have to be myself versus Rey Mysterio. Me versus Rey.
It's a complete different answer. I would say Triple H, but
yeah, why not?
But the thing is, this is a different answer. I would want to see myself against Kenny Omega. He's the best right now. So,
who? Kenny?
Kenny, yeah.
He's a good wrestler. He just like everybody doesn't. Everybody. Sometimes he could do.
I definitely like New Japan Kenny better than
that's what I'm saying. Like nobody's seen Kenny, and like the people that rip on him. If you watch the stuff in New Japan, you wouldn't be ripping on him.
Just like I love WWE AJ Styles, but man, I mean New Japan AJ Styles was up.
Even TNA AJ was amazing.
Oh my god, yes sir. Oh my god, yeah. so good, dude. He makes it so easy. And so who's the best wrestler right now to you?
Right now,
yours is Kenny. I know yours is Kenny.
Right now,
I would say Matt Riddle. Like Riddle. Wait,
Okada.
Riddle. Like,
Okada right now.
Ooh, Okada, man, is so good, man. It's and it's hard to say, because I would have to say Randy Orton because he's like the most consistent and he's still working and still over at his age. Like, I mean, it's almost like I don't know, man. He's just fine wine, bro. He's fine wine, and he makes it look so easy. Wow,
we made the 2-minute mark. You know that, right?
Huh?
We made the 2-minute mark.
2 hours.
2 hours.
And 18 minutes.
Oh, wait, 2 minutes. Hey, listen, I told you I'll talk about wrestling all day, man.
You
mess around and that motherfucker will say 12, and you'll be like, bro, listen. They'd be sitting back here like this, like, listen.
Finding sleeping on Twitch, like those sleep channels.
Wake me up when you start talking about WWE again.
Did your friend follow us? Did your agent follow us on Facebook yet? Because
I'm not sure. I hope so. Charles, you better follow him.
Twitch. Hit the Twitch button and hit the follow button because I don't see any
more followers.
You know what he's gonna say, right? He's probably gonna say, "Well, you guys better follow me first."
No, he ain't like that.
Nah.
We need an agent. There we go, Lance.
But we would follow him. We would definitely follow him.
Yeah, and I'm not really I don't know anything about Twitch. Like I haven't been on it at all. Like I just know people would be on it for like gaming and stuff like that. So I ain't never really.
It's some weird stuff to Twitch, man. There's some there's a dark side of Twitch. You sleep channels.
People sleeping on channels.
I don't know what happened. I clicked. I saw a face of a girl with her eyes closed. I clicked and watched it. It's a girl was sleeping.
What?
Sleeping, what? Like not like in her chair, like I'm sitting with my thing behind me.
Right.
It's a light off in a room, and you can see her face, eyes closed, sleeping.
What the hell?
It's like the South Park episode. You don't remember that episode when they were playing World of Warcraft?
Oh, I ain't seen that one.
No, you have Joe.
I love it.
Joe's seen that episode where you've seen that one, right, Joe?
Oh yeah. Where
he's like, yeah, we need more pasta. Bring it down to the basement now. We're playing. Right?
Bathroom, mom, bathroom.
Oh man,
dude, Rhea Ripley is like. I have to take that back. She is one of the top. So I wish she would have said top 5. I would have put her at number 5 because she can go. She can really go. What do you see? Oh, make sure these guys know. Oh yeah, man, Hammerstone versus O'Shea is going to be really good at IWE in Augusta, Georgia.
Is it gonna be on YouTube?
It's on the 17th. It's on the 17th. I don't think they're on YouTube. They're on IWTV.
IWTV.
Yeah, that promotion I told you about. It makes me mad. The CPW, they don't have anything on YouTube. The only way you could check out CPW, you have to buy their stuff.
Yeah. A lot of guys are doing that right now. I know that the promotion GIPW that I also like, that's like my home base. We're on Fight TV though, so you can always go check them out on Fight TV. I'll send you.
We were supposed to get a girl that was on Fight TV. I don't want to mention names, but she uses a skull gimmick sometimes.
A skull gimmick?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say names, but she kind of like ghosted us and then canceled on it. Didn't even cancel. She just ghosted us, and we just.
Well, I guess it makes sense being that she's got the skull gimmick, huh?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say she's a skull gimmick.
Uh-huh.
That was in the beginning of our podcast. We found her. We got her. She even sent me a voice thing of her talking, saying, "I'm driving right now and I can't, but I'll become on your podcast." I'm like, cool. Wow. Send me a picture. I always ask people for a picture, and then weeks before, nothing.
Man, I apologize not getting y'all a promo, man, because I definitely wanted to get one down for you.
You can do them whenever.
I got you. I'll still do one so y'all can just have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to post them.
Doesn't have to be a preview. It could be just a promo. So,
hell, y'all sent. We get this sticker sent off. The swap on the stickers real quick, and then I'll do it with the sticker and stuff like that.
So, all right, cool, man. Cool. Geek, I guess you could, when we get a Geek, you can actually, send the address when we could mail it. We'll mail it out.
Right.
We'll mail it out when I go to his house.
Yep, and then we can just cross send. Yeah, that'll work. I'm down with that. Wait, man, I forgot. I had another question. I can't remember.
Okay.
Your favorite pay-per-view?
Oh man, gosh, my favorite that I've been to or that I've watched.
However you want to answer that. The only pay-per-view I've been to is the Survivor Series I was talking about earlier. But before we go there, I was in the building when Goldberg faced Hulk Hogan at the Georgia Dome.
Oh wow, really?
Man, oh my God! Like I had never been at that point. I had never been around 60,000 plus people in one time. So I'm just like a kid. Like I'm a deer in headlights. Like what in the hell? Like and then like just to hear the crowd erupt when Goldberg won, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I think
favorite pay-per-view.
Favorite pay-per-view would be definitely they saw a lot. I watched on TV. It's probably WrestleMania 17. Ever. Definitely. Live would be SummerSlam 2002.
That was a good one.
Favorite one to watch on thing, I already said it. SummerSlam 91 that I watched on DVD repeatedly. I didn't mention the match, but this match always gives me chills. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect.
I gotta go with what you said earlier, but I mean you were there, but I mean I gotta go with WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, then the one I went to was WrestleMania 20. That was
WrestleMania 20 was
my pay-per-view.
Bro, that shit was so good. The only match that was off from that one was Goldberg and Brock.
Oh my god. Skrilla, you know that if you watch that back on WWE Network, they screwed the crowd up so bad because I was there. They did not cheer that match. They were going boring the whole match. Boring, refund. It was almost It was almost weird. I was like, and for that WrestleMania for me,
but see, everybody knew that they were both leaving after that match, so it was the match was kind of fucked as it was. That's what happened.
I was there for the rematch at 33.
Were you?
Yeah.
That one was better. It was better.
That was a lot better. Yeah, a lot better.
I enjoyed it. It was like you playing the SmackDown game with all 5 finishers. You know what I'm saying?
It was exactly like the commercial, the Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg commercial. That match. Yeah.
Like, speaking of the SmackDown games, it's really like in college, me and Geek used to play from lunchtime on Saturday all the way till dinner time. And Thunderfeet, that was in the comments, he come knocking on the Geek's door, and I'm like, it's not in my room. I'm like, come in, and he's like, really, Joe? That's really annoying. Playing. Me and Geek be playing, and he's like, Thunderfeet's like, guys, I want to eat dinner. And we're like, you can go get dinner and come back. No, I want you to come with me. So like we're playing, both of our characters are literally like me and Geek would fight matches so long that our characters would just be like
be slow as
knock him out. Like I punch him, he punches me, and they're like busted open, barely can see their eyes. And they're like,
man, that they killed me with that zombie walk too. It's like
yeah. That's how me and Geek are gonna be walking after the second show, after we're coming back after the second after the VPW show, Geek.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like that because do you know who was the wrestler? TJ
Crawford.
TJ Crawford.
He's at Chicago.
Okay, I have not heard of him.
He's another good wrestler.
Shoot me his stuff.
He's from VPW, not VPW. Beyond Wrestling, Limitless Wrestling. He's wrestled.
Oh, he's at Limitless. Okay,
yeah.
I'll check it.
Yeah.
You definitely have to look up Limitless Wrestling because there's a few wrestlers that come on our podcast from Limitless.
It's on IWTV, right?
I think so. Okay.
Because we have Little Mean Kathleen that came in our podcast, even though I had to put the blooper on my Instagram page. Little Mean Kathleen made a botch of our name. What did she call us? The dude. What did she call? Oh my god! Play
wrestling. Dudes at wrestling. What?
I have to find it. Where is it? No, that's not it. That's the dude that page.
I got another one for you guys.
Here you go. You
got another one for us, Joe. Go ahead.
You get
the match that you wanted to see that never happened.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's so many out there.
AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
Woo!
RVD versus Shawn in a ladder match.
Woo.
He goes
Never
to get
have.
a punch, and Shawn Michaels just freaking Dracula pops up, super kicks him as he's coming with the punch.
Oh my god!
And AJ and Sean would have been awesome.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. He goes for the phenomenal forearm and he would just
Super
pop,
kick, right?
like, super kick pop up like.
That's
bam.
good. Oh, that's good. That's so good.
Hey,
Undertaker.
I'm a writer. I know this.
Undertaker versus AJ was another one.
Yeah, because they didn't really give it to us. You know what I mean? Like it was.
It was the gimmick match that they
I
did.
was so excited for it too. Like
Yeah.
I was so excited for it, but it didn't happen. It's all good. I gotta agree with Charles down there though with the Sting versus Taker.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
that's
was
everybody
incredible.
has. I've even tried it in the 2K games. They still make Taker win.
I know, right?
And Finn could never win because he's WCW, so they never let them get over. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Like in real life too. Hell.
Yeah. See what happened with Triple H and Sting?
Yeah.
Geek.
Yeah. That was a good match though. Just with all the.
He's
with
ripping
all
on me now. Because
with
I'm
all
the Triple H fan.
I love Triple H, dude. But I mean, that was hard. That was hard to try to pick. But I was even more happy just seeing the NWO come out to help Sting and DX come out and help. You know what I'm saying? It was like the Monday Night Wars all over again for sure.
It made me laugh. Like the NWO hated him. Why?
I saw the reason why I asked that because I had it was a while back, but I seen the thing where there was never Shawn Michaels versus Eddie Guerrero, and I was like, holy shit, it wasn't.
No,
imagine that mic work.
Man, imagine that shit. Holy fuck. They dropped the ball on that one.
Eddie Guerrero versus Eddie Kingston is another one.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that'd be so good.
That mic work would have been amazing.
I agree.
Or the Juice versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can't say that. You have to call him the Juice because
Oh my God. He Sammy G versus Eddie.
Oh my God. What? You shit. No shit right there, boy. No shit. I would
Sammy Guevara versus Eddie Guerrero, man, would be.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I completely agree on that one.
What about Jushin Thunder Liger versus Shawn Michaels?
Ooh. I like.
Come on, Liger the Heartbreaker? What?
I wouldn't have mind seeing. I mean, if we're gonna go high flyer versus high flyer, RVD versus Ricochet would have been dope.
Oh.
That would have been dope as hell.
The closest we got.
Went.
Yeah. The closest
we had the Dirty Heels on here, and it was the same show that, what's his name died. The wrestler that,
New Jack.
We were doing our matches. We were like, I was kind of like in and out of it. I was kind of tired, and in the middle of it, Marauder, one of our biggest fans, I guess he must have left. We were talking, and he says, "Rest in peace."
We have been on here almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours. Yeah. You don't even realize what time it is when you come on dudes at ringside after a while.
I can dig it. Look, I ain't ate yet, and I'm enjoying this shit. Like I'm enjoying myself.
We'll definitely have to bring you back. I'm having
definitely.
I'm down. Maybe we can bring my tag team partner with me.
Definitely.
We're gonna have our very first tag team on the podcast.
Boom! Look at us creating history right here. Look at
on
that.
Friday, we are having Money, Power, and Respect on the 16th.
Wow! I used to be in that group.
Money, Power, and Respect.
Yep.
California, yes, those two guys are coming out.
Oh, it's another one then. It's another one.
That's another one. Wait, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
Shawn versus The Rock.
I know. Yep. The only thing that happened with them was that super kick from Shawn to
screw The Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one, I was so happy. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, he loved Triple H, don't you? I'm mad they never, because remember they were trying to do the program for them to wrestle at WrestleMania, but it didn't happen, and that shit pissed me off because they had that one little moment where they was like, "Well, I used to kick your ass back in the day," and The Rock be like, "Oh, well, I kicked your ass back in the day," and then they had the whole WrestleMania moment with him and Rousey, but they replaced Rock with Kurt Angle, so
it never happened.
Yep, never happened.
I was there, and it still was a great match.
Yep.
That WrestleMania was probably one of my favorites.
So I went to the Raw before that, the Raw before that Mania, and I had fun. I was probably like, I got out. So the fucking wrestlers be trying to get out there before the fans get out there. So I got out there early, and I was like 10 feet away from Ronda Rousey before the whole damn Stampede seen her and was damn trying to get her. I was like, damn it, I didn't get my autograph, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Jeez.
She's beautiful though. She's beautiful in person.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful.
I was gonna send her an email to come on the podcast, but
why not? She ain't in WWE no more.
I don't know if she would take it. Like I had a few emails that I had to
probably want some money.
Yeah. I got one girl. I can't remember her name. She had like a random.
There's a couple of people you could have tried to get, like Chris Cyborg or somebody like that.
Yes.
You could. Yeah.
That's why I keep getting all these wrestlers now that we're always in their requested messages, and the girls are like, "So sorry, your message was in a request. It was in a requested message, and I didn't see it." I'm like,
"Yeah,
really."
That's the thing. Like, and I hate coming back to this conversation, but for somebody that has been in love with wrestling since they were like 5 or 6 years old, man, and everybody's like, "Whoa, you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth." And I'm like, I do know my worth. You know what I mean? I do know my worth. And at the same time, I love wrestling. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love wrestling. So, I mean, yeah, of course, my booking fee is going to go up because I'm on Sports Illustrated. But, I mean, it's not like I'm going to bless anybody's head to bring me. Like, at the end of the day, I still love what I'm doing, man. Yeah. Still love what I do.
So definitely I gotta tell my parents to watch that movie you're in.
Yeah, watch Peanut Butter Falcon now. Go, guys, in the comments.
I mean, I'm probably like, so there's probably only like 2 black guys in the movie, but hey, at least they see me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like.
So we could just call you, instead of calling Skrilla the Great, we'll call you Skrilla the movie star now.
No, don't do that because. So after I went on a bad fucking kick after the movie came out. I just thought I was high, mighty, and shit, and I got humbled really quick. Let's just say that life humbled me really quick. Because I mean, this business can't consume you. Like it consumes a lot of people. I see it every day. Every day it consumes a lot of people. It's sad, but we're gonna make a change. We're gonna make wrestling great again.
Exactly. You guys got to jump on more podcasts and make it more positive, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
It's so funny. Like, I'm like, Geek is like, don't tell anybody else you have every date picked up. But then when because shows are opening up and wrestlers are starting to cancel on us, Geek makes fun of me. He says, I'm like Stewie in that meme when he's rocking back and forth. And he's like,
Cancel.
That's me. That's me. Someone can't, like the girl that's from OVW that's supposed to be like the Dora Explorer. She canceled on us just recently. She said, "I can't do the podcast," and I'm like, "Okay, man, I delete the." Because
a lot of people do.
Hey, he's not even lying. I totally wore this shirt every day this week because this is the shirt I sleep in. You idiot. But yeah, man.
Wrestling's not open. You can't commit to anything anymore.
Huh?
I mean, you can't commit to anything anymore because shows are starting to come back with fans and everything.
No doubt.
So, I get what you're saying. So
I kind of got sad because I really wanted to see that girl's promo because that girl's character is almost like a Dora the Explorer, and I wanted to see her with the map in her hand, and she's like, "Oh, hi, I'm going to see Dudes at Ringside Podcast. Want to follow me?" Like that, something cool like that. That's what I wanted her to do, but. Canceled.
Do you guys like the War Machine or what is it? Well, I said their old name. Fuck, it's the Viking Raiders.
I don't know what they're named now.
Hey,
the Viking Raiders.
I like them in New Japan and Ring of Honor though.
Man, they were so good.
If you want to watch Raw, that's cool, dude. We could end the podcast now. We've been going almost 2 hours.
If I get off with y'all, I'm definitely going to eat. I'm definitely going to eat, man.
All right. Joey,
All right,
guys.
Dude, I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me. We definitely got to do this again for sure.
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
But we get a cancellation, you're automatically on that spot, man. I'm not gonna go try to jump on some ladies. Hey.
Yeah, well, you get that. I mean, hell, some people be on my page just to, that girl, that girl, that girl. Yeah, and they tell me too. So
tell all your friends.
They'd be like, "Why's your friend adding me? He's got mutual friends with you," and da 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 da. Then next thing they'll be trying to go to your girlfriend and all that shit. It's like, calm down now, buddy. Calm down. But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on, man, and we'll definitely do it again.
We want you to come back, by the way. We definitely
definitely come back. I will definitely.
We'll have more wrestling topics the next time, so don't worry.
And if you're in New York and I'm with Geek, we are so meeting up for pizza.
Bro, that goes without saying.
That's not going to be a thought.
I need some New York pizza in my life for sure.
Nice, crispy, get some garlic knots.
Oh man, I'm getting off with you right now because you just y'all are my boys now. So don't be strangers, man, for sure. Like I enjoy it.
Find our regular Instagrams, Joe Panther Jr. and Metal.
Yeah,
okay, for sure. And tell your friend down there, like if she still wants to she wants to get my merch situated, we'll get her some stuff. All right. I've been doing a thing lately. If you order a shirt, we'll throw a wristband or a sticker in there.
All right, that's
cool.
Yeah, man. We support people that support us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember, guys, go see the movie Peanut Butter Falcon. Skrilla the Great is in it. So
yeah,
you gotta go see that movie right there.
And the Sports Illustrated. I don't know which one. I'll let you guys know whenever it comes out. But pick that thing up, man. Pick it up.
The Sports
It's a good read. It's a good read about the whole GIPW promotion. Like those guys are like my brothers. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing to see all of them be a part of something that we built, man.
He's like you go to New York, you're taking the agent.
I can't go nowhere without that guy. So I mean, you definitely be the. Other than my girl, he'd definitely be the other one on the plane with me going up there. So,
all right, have a good one, man.
I enjoyed meeting you guys, and we definitely got to do it again, man.
Definitely.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Later.
I was trying to do this, but then it kind of looked like something else.
Wow, that was a very lengthy interview with so much information.
Yes, man, we've been on here for a while. So, Geek, say your goodbyes, my friend.
Do we scare everybody, or is everybody still here? Or I don't know, because I had a great time with Skrilla the Great. Make sure you check out the movie Peanut Butter Falcon. It's actually, I think you can pick it up right now, probably Netflix or something, right? Go check it out. And remember. July 17th, it's the VPW show and the NYWC show. NYWC is 1:30, VPW 7:30. July 17th. Remember that. And you can always donate to us.
Come meet the dudes at ringside, Geeky, remember?
Yeah. Come meet the dudes at ringside. You can always donate to us
at ringside.
At http://streamlabs.com/dudes at ringside. http://dudes at ringside. And thank you, Ringside Crew. Joe?
And I would like to say, as always, don't forget to support your local indies on ProWrestlingTees.com. Go buy one of our buddies' t-shirts. It'd be nice to do that for him because he's a good guest. He's such a nice guy. And there's this deal going, 20% off. I don't know if it's still going. Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yes, Marauder.
Yes, I did it, Marauder. See, I finally
20% off. 20% off.
I would like to thank my grandfather, Jose Quinones. I'd like to thank my cousin, Pete Sanchez. And I would like to thank my uncle's godfather, Frank Martinez, for lighting the way for all Latino wrestlers. Good night, everybody.
Peanut Butter Falcon.